Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to John G. Heber Field at Dr. Robert J. Bell Stadium on the campus of Henry Clay High School. Tonight our game features an important
Prep Spin would like to thank these amazing partners. Mingua Beef Jerky, the official game day snack of Prep Spin. UK Healthcare Sports Medicine. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Clark's Pump and Shop, return, refresh, refuel. Hallway Feeds. Atkinson, Sims, and Commode, PLLC. Axia Women's Health, Lexington's Women's Health. The BIM Group. Crown Trophy. Howard Real Estate. Ken's Autos over in Paris. Jimmy's Kentucky Roadshow. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI. New South Professional Wrestling. Rafferty's. White Greer and Maggard Orthodontics. Hello Garage of Central Kentucky. And by the Scholastic Ball Report, celebrating 20 years on TV.
Neighbor helping neighbor. At Whitaker Bank, we believe in giving back to our communities. Through our many sponsorships, we help provide our fellow Kentuckians with family-friendly fun and events, and scholarships to help students reach their dreams. We're invested in Kentucky, and more importantly, in you. Whitaker Bank understands our communities and its people because we're from here. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Good evening to everyone. Welcome to Henry Clay High School tonight for high school football. It's Henry Clay and Lafayette, a good city rivalry here. And Coach Mike Meehan with me here tonight. Coach, you look at Henry Clay Lafayette, they always have good battles. A day back to 1947.
Yeah, and the series is pretty close, too. They were talking about that before the game. It's pretty amazing that these two teams have played that often and so long together.
You look at Henry Clay, they got Rowan Taylor at quarterback, and they got a couple of weapons. Henry Mackey's his top running back. Walden Cole is his top receiver. So you look for him to go to Walden Cole a lot tonight and Henry Mackey out of the backfield. He's also got Luke DiNardo and Skylar Hersey on the wideouts. So, well, Henry Clay does have some weapons, Coach.
They do, and they're counting on a lot of young players.
Yep.
We were looking at the roster and the grades they're in, and they're both teams have a lot of young players.
DJ Walker will be the starting quarterback for Lafayette. KJ Jones is a top running back. Taraze Taylor is one of the wideouts, and he's probably the deep threat for Lafayette. But Lafayette has one to win. Henry Clay, no wins, trying to get their first win. So you got two teams struggling, Coach, and there's a lot of sides to coaching coaching a team that doesn't have a win, coaching an undefeated team. What's the difference approach, Coach?
Well, with one win, they're coming off of something that really fired up. They're excited.
Yeah.
They know what it feels like. But on the other hand, Henry Clay, they don't know what it feels like. So they really want that feeling. But I want to say something before we start.
Yeah.
Right? WL Stats, Kenny Bohr and I were talking before the game about these kids and what it's like. He said it's going to be interesting. And I said, yeah, that's right, it is. Because, honestly, forget the team, coaches, forget the fans, forget everything. These kids want to play football. They love the game. They wouldn't be out there working as hard if they didn't. And I admire that. I admire them sticking it out, having a tough time, but their desire to play the great game of football is what matters.
Well, that's why we're here tonight. We want to let these teams know. We don't care if you're undefeated or winless on the season. We'll be here to give you some love on Prep Spin. That's why we're here.
That's exactly right. We love the game, too, and that's why we support it.
It's Henry Clay and Lafayette doing battle here tonight at Henry Clay High School. And Henry Clay, a lot of tradition, especially with Jake Bell. That stadium's named after Jake.
Yeah, Jake was a great coach, and he was a great official, too. I mean, a basketball official in college, and I think he did some pro games.
Lafayette's got a lot of tradition. You and I go back to that 15 and 16 team that went to the state championship with Walker Wood, and they had 2 NFL players on the offensive line, and Jed Wills and Landon Young.
They did, and they had some great receivers to go along with Walker Wood, and that was an excellent football team. And I tell you what, if you go back to the 80s, I know nobody's going to remember this, maybe Kenny can, but back in the 80s, Henry Clay had probably maybe the second best defense I've ever seen in high school football.
Why's that?
Well, they were second because of Corbin was one.
Okay, but I mean, why the defense
Well,
so
they
good?
were loaded.
They had Tom Hammond probably.
They had, I don't even remember the players. But
He
they
played in the 60s.
They had a lot of shout-outs, and they just knocked the fire out of people.
So it's Lafayette and Henry Clay doing battle here tonight. We'll step out. We come back. We'll give you some starting lineups with Henry Clay and Lafayette doing battle here tonight. 6:30 kickoff because Fayette County requires them to kick off at 6:30 when Fayette County School plays a Fayette County School. We're back after this timeout with the lineups on Prep Spin's Mingua Beef Jerky Game of the Week.
Neighbor.
We're back here at Henry Clay for Lafayette and Henry Clay. Lafayette took the football. Henry Clay deferred to the second half. Starting lineups tonight, Hudson Moore is the center. Mason Johnson, left guard. Peyton Chenault, right guard. Aaron Vibbett is a right tackle. Blake Jones, left tackle. Mackay Taylor's a tight end. Wideouts are Kevin Amuri. Taraze Taylor is a wide receiver. DJ Walker is a starting quarterback. And KJ Jones is the starting running back. That's a lineup you'll see for the Lafayette Generals. And for Henry Clay, coach, defensively up front, they'll have Jano, and that's Migueli. And we'll have Gene McCroky and Ali Guy. There's some names. They probably won't make many tackles, the linebackers. Nick Jones, outside linebacker. Henry Mackey, Walden Cole, Jaron Vasquez, Skylar Hersey, Will Ballard, Luke DiNardo, and Luke Bailey are the corners. That's the defense for the Henry Clay Blue Devils.
Well, okay, we're going to have a good start to this game. Let's check and see these kickers. Last year, every kicker we saw kicked it in the end zone. This year, we haven't seen that much.
That doesn't happen much this year. Ethan Cooper does the kicking for Henry Clay. The deep man will be Taraze Taylor, will be the deep man returning for Lafayette, junior. And what do you think? What do you think of this ball game, Coach? Henry Clay, Lafayette.
Well, I think it's a rivalry. I think these kids are going to play their hearts out. I think it's going to be hopefully it'll go right down to the wire. Makes for a good game for us. But honestly, like I said, these parents are watching. They're the ones that love them the most, and these kids love the game.
That's right. We got a good game next week. We'll be traveling up to Erlanger Lloyd for Lloyd and Lexington Catholic, a top 10 battle in 3A.
That's good. Lloyd's undefeated, correct?
Yeah, undefeated, 7-0.
Oh, boy, it's going to be a
Lexington
good one.
Catholic played a brutal schedule, as we know, Coach. They played Corbin. They played, Boyle County. They played some of the better teams in the state. That's why the record's 3-4.
3-4 doesn't tell the story because they're a very good football team.
So Ethan Cooper will, as Henry Clay discusses the last-minute strategy on the sideline, and they'll come out and they'll kick off to Lafayette. Lafayette will go on offense. And, looking at Lafayette, Coach, I've seen some players over the course of the season and highlights that do pretty good things for Lafayette.
They do. I think they just Coach Lawson just doesn't have it together yet. He just got this job, and he's really working hard to get this team playing the way he wants them to play. It's got a good staff. It's a good group of coaches, so it should be okay. Hey, by the way, what a beautiful day. Oh, my gosh. Beautiful night for football.
And a 6:30 kickoff, we couldn't ask for anything more. So in the second half, that sundown will probably be pretty cool, Coach, here. And it's supposed to be the high tomorrow of 57, 58 degrees, low down at the 40s.
I love it. I'll make some chili and sit in the house and watch some football games.
Yeah, you got Notre Dame and Louisville. They play at Louisville. Notre Dame with one loss and Louisville undefeated on the season. Kentucky will play Georgia tomorrow night at 7. And I think Georgia will have a shot, Coach. Kentucky. Georgia might have a shot. Yeah,
they have a shot. And if they win it, if they win this game, they're basically in charge of that part of the SEC right now. What a lovely – my wife Linda works for the Visitor Center, and she said she had a lot of people come in today. They love Lexington. They were talking about how gorgeous the weather is. I said, well, you're lucky.
So Ethan Cooper will kick it off for Henry Clay in their blue with the gold, and Henry Clay will go left to right, and Lafayette will return. The deep man will be Taraze Taylor, but we haven't seen the deep man return the ball out this year. Most it's been one of the up guys.
Right. We haven't seen much, or we've seen even seen some fair catches by the kickoff return team.
So Ethan Cooper, left-footed kicker, gets into it for Henry Clay, and this game is underway at Henry Clay High School. And the near side out of bounds, and Taylor had no idea, just watching the ball go out of bounds, and that will give the Generals the ball at the 35-yard line. Starting
off with good field position. And it'll be interesting to watch how these teams match up offensive and defensive-wise. So we'll try to keep an eye on it. And I like I've said before, Gary, this year I'm trying to concentrate a lot on the offensive lines. They don't get a lot of love, so we're going to try to concentrate a little bit on how they're playing, what they're doing.
Lafayette comes out with their white uniforms in red. Dez Hanley and DJ Walker is at quarterback. Dez Hanley is to his right. Receivers over to the right. Walker waits for the count. Back to pass. Rolling right. Throws it down the middle of the field, and it is caught at the 45, and they're going to pull him down at the 42-yard line. That's Kevin Amuri with the catch. And
it's a face mask penalty on the play.
It's going to be a face mask, so that'll move the ball down further from the 42-yard line. But a nice catch by Kevin Amuri.
It's a good way to start the game. They threw the pass down the middle, made an excellent catch. That gets your quarterback feeling good about himself, receivers. Excellent job.
So face mask penalty. It moves it all the way down to the 27-yard line from the 42. Lafayette, boy, they're in business on their first drive, aren't they, Coach?
They are. That was a good start to the play. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Walker threw it up, and Kevin Murray went up and extended his body and got the catch. Walker with Dez Hanley in motion. There'll be 4 receivers out to the top now. Walker looking that way, throws it. Hanley's got the catch, spun around, hit at the 25 down to the 24-yard line, and there to hit him for the Devils was number 10, Henry Mackey, was the first one I saw hitting.
Yeah, he was, and then Walden Cole got in on the tackle, the senior.
But it was Henry Mackey that slowed him down.
Right.
Pick up about 3, 2nd and 7. You see the clock, 11:10 to go in the first quarter. This is the opening drive of the football game, and Lafayette making it very successful. They got it down close to the red zone. Hanley in motion, triple receiver to the left. Now he comes over this way, left side of the field. Quarterback throws it out to Hanley. He avoids his blocker and cuts it upfield. Good yardage for Hanley. My goodness, he got it down to the 19, 18-yard line.
Doing a good job of driving the football. Again, number 10, Mackey, in on the tackle.
Nice job. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 1.5 yards for Henry Clay as they have it. 3rd down and 1.5 yards. Quarterback fakes, keeps it himself, spins around, hit,
nice
dropped
tackle
at the line of scrimmage. I don't know if he got any yards or not. That was a good play. Walden Cole made that play, inside linebacker, a 6'1", 185 senior.
Yep, another senior. Tough. That defense is buckling down a little bit here. It looks like they're in a forefront. They're running a cover 2 defense. They're walked up on the outside receivers. Let's see if they're man-to-man or whether they're going to zone it.
It's 4th and 1.
4th down, about 1 yard for the Generals.
Okay, they're rolling the coverage there. They're in a cover 1 here.
Walker gives to Hanley, and he's hitting the backfield. Walker picks the ball up, and then he's dropped immediately by Mackey.
Mackey was in on that. Somebody had a hold of his legs, but Mackey cleaned it up, boy, for sure.
So that'll bring the offense for Henry Clay. Charlie Greening, the center. Caleb Mitchell, the guard. J.T. Deaton, the guard. John Bailey and Allie Guy are the tackles. And you got wideouts Luke Donardi, Skylar Hersey, Nick Jones, Roanne Taylor, the quarterback, Henry Mackey, and Walden Cole, a wideout. We'll check the Lafayette defense as Roanne Taylor brings out the offense. And he's going to be going under center. In the backfield is Mackey. He's a good runner too, Coach. And the quarterback spins, it gives now to Mackey. 5 yards, 6, 7, 8, up to the 33-yard line. That's a pickup of 8 yards there. Tough running by Henry Mackey.
Yeah, it was tough running. Kept his shoulders low and drove through the line of scrimmage. Henry Clay's offensive line made a nice little block, a nice little hole there that time. Let's keep an eye on those guys. They look like they're ready.
Cale Green and Mackay Taylor, Aaron Vibert, D.J. Jones, a defensive end. We'll check the linebackers in the secondary after the 2nd down play. Walden Cole goes out to the wide, to the left side. To the near side is going to be Luke Bailey and Hersey. Here's a give now to Mackey. He fumbles the football. Lafayette jumps on it. Lafayette's got it, and there to jump on it, Coach. Number 10 got the football there for Lafayette.
Yeah, that was Brady. Felix Brady.
Yep.
Honestly, they had 2 down linemen. Lafayette was playing like a 2-6 defense. It's a run defense. They're playing man-to-man on receivers. They're loading the line of scrimmage. I think they had eight people within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. They were playing the run.
Big fumble and a recovery by Lafayette, and they've got the football at the 42-yard line. And their quarterback is D.J. Walker. He's got Dez Hanley with him in the backfield. Twins to both sides. Walker back in the pocket, fires the right side, and it's caught, but he's knocked backwards. But a nice catch by Nehemiah Jarber. I'm going to just call him Nemo, Coach.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, number 2 made the tackle on that play, and that is Luke Bailey.
5'9" senior right corner. He makes a lot of plays for Lafayette. That catch by Jarber picks up about 6 yards. 2nd down and 4. 8:25 to go in the first quarter.
They're running trips over here. Cover 2 looks like the safeties are playing on the hashes.
Walker back to pass, comes left. It's caught out there, and it's going to be a Murray. He takes it to the 30, and then he's got the first down by about 2 yards. First down by Kevin Murray.
Yeah, Murray did a good job of turning upfield to get that first down. I think he spotted the sticks and ran for the sticks there. That was a little slip screen, trying to block a little downfield, get him loose in the middle.
Boy, they really look for Murray, don't they?
They do.
They've caught him on a couple tonight. Here's the quarterback, Walker. Fires right side, throws it high, incomplete.
Yeah, Walker just didn't get his feet set that time. He kind of gripped the ball and threw it.
That was Christian Giannone, the intended receiver. Giannone, the receiver, was incomplete. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line. Walker getting pressure, avoids it to the left, throws it deep downfield, and it's going to be off the back of a Lafayette defender. Hit him in the back as Skylar Hersey went up with the coverage and hit him right in the back, and the number 5.
Yeah, he another flag on the play. We got holding against Lafayette, Gary.
So it didn't matter anyway, but
No.
Hersey back there making a nice play.
That was a good idea for Lafayette. They got to back those safeties off if they can, and they did that time. I think he could have pulled the trigger a little sooner, although I got to tell you, I'm impressed the way he set his feet to throw the ball. He did a nice job of rolling to his left. He's a right-handed quarterback, set his feet.
And he avoided the rush.
Yes, he did.
He could have been sacked, but he avoided that. So that was a great job by Walker, but it's going to be a hold. It's going to move it back to the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd down now. 3rd and 10. Walker with twins to both sides, and in the backfield is Des Hanley. He's in the pocket, throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended for Kevin Murray.
Yeah, some pretty good coverage on that play. All the receivers were covered. Played extremely well by Luke De Niro.
That's Luke DiNardo.
They're doing a good job covering those passes. We have they're widening those people out. They're playing man-to-man, safety over the top, Gary.
Here's Walker trying to draw them all sides, and the inflection does not get him, and looks over to the sideline and says, what do we do now?
I think they're going to get a timeout here. No?
Taking some time. Clock was stopped with an incompletion. Walker throws it deep down the right side. Got an open receiver. The catch is made. Touchdown. As it's hauled in by Christian Giannone.
It's a little bit of a problem there with the coverage for sure, because they had safety. They had a safety covering the man-to-man, covering him short. Safety was supposed to take him deep and never got over there.
Giannone, the junior receiver, he had to wait on the ball, Coach. He waited on it, took it in, and Lafayette strikes first.
Yeah, they lost the coverage, lost him completely on the sideline.
So from Walker to Giannone, it's 6-0. And now Aiden Stark comes in, and let's see what they do here. Jackson Grants. It's a run. And
somebody jumped offside.
Jumping off sides is Jackson Grants trying to – they gave us Aiden Stark as the kicker, Coach, but – he's either playing soccer or injured or something. I don't know.
They moved the ball down half the distance because of the penalty.
So Jackson Grants, freshman, extra point from the 10-yard line. Placement down, good. And the kick is up, and it is going to be good in the left side. So Lafayette 7, Henry Clay nothing. 7:35 to go in the first quarter on the Mingua Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week. And we thank you for watching on PretSpin.com.
High school sports have evolved thanks to PrepSpin. Tonight, catch all the hard-hitting action live and in real time as the game happens in 1080p HD video. Join us tonight for the Mingua Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week with the legend Gary Ball, Coach Mike Meehan, and the king of stream, William Moorfield. Nobody does high school football like Prep Spin does. The Mingua Beef Jerky High School Game of the Week comes your way now.
Jackson Grants kick it off for Lafayette. You got Skylar Hersey and Luke Bailey back deep to receive. And here is Grants' kick, taken by Hersey. Up to the 20, up to the 30, and he's still going to the 35-yard line. Nice return by Skylar Hersey.
Yeah, that was a really good job of catching the ball going straight ahead. He didn't try to.
That's what you like.
That's what I like. I mean, you're a lot. The way you teach kickoff return is you can give them one cut. That's it. Remember, anything more than that, you've got 11 guys trying to find you and hit you.
7:27 to go in the first quarter. And Lafayette leads. They went on a 4th down and 10, Coach, and got the touchdown pass to Giannone.
Yeah, that surprised the defense a little bit on that pass.
Quarterback Taylor waiting for the snap, spins, it gives to Mackey, up to the 40, running hard. Nice run up to the 44, close to the first down yard. That was a nice run by Mackey, a little extracurricular after the run. And Mackey close to the first down. Nice running by Henry Mackey, a 6', 180 senior.
Yeah, he looks like he's got a lot of strength, a lot of weight room muscle there because he just plowed over a couple defenders.
That should be a first down, but the Whitecap is looking at it, and they call it second. Yeah, now he says first down. I told you, Coach.
Yeah, he couldn't see it as well as you did, even though you're like 500 feet away.
No, even though I'm looking at the monitor, Coach. 7-0 Lafayette, first quarter action. That's a first down for the Henry Clay Blue Devils. Mackey in behind Taylor. Taylor takes it, back to pass, throws it in. It's complete to the 50, down to the 45-yard line. That's Luke DiNardo. DiNardo with the catch down to the 41-yard line.
Knocked out of bounds there. I didn't get the number, Gary. I knocked him out of bounds, but that was one of those things. Lafayette is counting on the run. That time they had 10 people within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage with a free safety, and they threw that little crossing pattern, got him in the flat out there, turned upfield, made good yardage.
Sure did. Luke Bailey splits out to the right, twins to the bottom. Mackey in the backfield behind Taylor. Taylor spins, rolls to the right. He's a lefty, so he's going to run it. He's down to the 35 and ran out of bounds. That's good running there by Rowan Taylor, and he does a good job.
Yeah, but there's another flag on the field, Gary Ball.
Hold the phone.
Hold the phone. Flag on the field. Thrown by the
probably
back
holding.
Judge. Thrown by
the back judge. It's going to be against Lafayette.
Yeah.
Holding against Lafayette. That will give Henry Clay the ball. Let's see where they move it down to the 21-yard line, 1 yard from the red zone. Lafayette now letting Henry Clay buoy the ball down after Lafayette just scored on a 4th and 10 pass.
6.5 minutes to go in this quarter, and they're ready to right down there to take it in.
Look at big number 55, John Bailey over there. Man, he's huge. 6'6", 320. Taylor. And a pitch to Mackey. And he runs down to the 15-yard line. He hit head on there with Giannone, and he just ran over top of Giannone.
I like the offensive strategy here. They're looking at that Lafayette defense, and again, they had 10 men within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. They're looking for the run constantly. They've got to figure out a way to get outside on this group, try to break that containment if they can.
And did you see Giannone? He tried to meet Mackey at about the 20, and Mackey said, I'm going this way. You're going down. So he pulled over him and got another 4 yards.
Trying to tackle a Mackey truck.
Yep. Taylor under center. Back to pass. And he's got it open, but the open lane breaks down, and it's picked off. No, it's a fumble recovery, and running with it is going to be Lafayette. And running with the ball, he's going to go down in the end zone. Touchdown. That was Nemo Jarber with the Jarber.
That was a long fumble return, I'll tell you.
Just took it out of his hands.
Took it out of his hand, and I thought forward progress was stopped, but I guess not.
That's what Henry Clay's going to say, but they say Jarbo's touchdown will count, and it's 13-0 Henry Clay over Lafayette leading Henry Clay.
Right. I think Demetrius Gay, Coach Gay, might have a little complaint there because that definitely looked like his forward progress was stopped.
Now Grants comes in for the extra point. Jackson Grants, the place kicker for Lafayette. They lead 13-0. It's only taken 6 minutes 22 seconds of the first quarter for Lafayette to score 13 points. Looking for the 14th point here. Grants, good snap, good, and it's blocked by Henry Clay. Good job by Henry Clay. They blocked the extra point, so it's still 13-0 to Lafayette. 5:38 to go in the first. We'll be back on the Mingua Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week at Henry Clay High School.
I think that was. Oops.
I can't.
Have some Mingua.
This is a Mingua moment.
Grant set to kick off. 13-0 Lafayette, coach, just like that.
Yeah, Luke Bailey blocked that extra point and did a really good job of bursting through the offensive line.
Here's the kick taken by Bailey. Dancing up to the 25. He's up near the 28, 29-yard line. Returned by Luke Bailey, the 5'9 senior. That's where they'll have the ball. Henry Clay and Lafayette. In the first quarter, Lafayette with the nice lead, 13-0.
On a 4th and 10 pass for a touchdown, he got
Yep.
the first touchdown, then fumble recovery for run back for the second touchdown, missed the extra point, had it blocked.
Yep.
So this will be interesting. Now, Henry Clay's had good field position, and they moved the ball, Gary. They just can't seem to finish it.
Exactly. Mackey's done a good job running the ball. The running back for Henry Clay. And Rowan Taylor, the quarterback. Back to pass. Those that left, and it's caught. Nice catch. And it's caught by Walden Cole up at the 41-yard line. That's a pickup of 13 yards.
Yeah, that's a nice job throwing that little curl pattern about 10 yards down the field. Ran about 14 yards and came back to get the first down.
From the 28 to the 41, 13-yard pickup. 41, and Walden Cole, that's his first catch tonight. He is the deep threat for Henry Clay. 5:10 to go in the first quarter. Henry Clay has the ball at the 41-yard line. Twins out to the top, the close side. Taylor spins, gives the Mackey hit in the hole, and gets up to the 43-yard line. That was a nice play by A.J. Nicholas, the linebacker. He's the leading tackler for this football team.
Yeah, he did a really good job of hitting the gap. The other defensive linemen are filling the gaps, holding up the offensive lineman, and he did a good job of filling the gap to make the tackle.
Yeah, that's why he's the leading tackler on the football team. The linebackers are very active. Bobby Lefevre's, Dez Hanley, and A.J. Nicholas. In the secondary, they got Giannone, Stevens, Barrow, and Garrett. Back to pass, Taylor. Sets it up left side, and Mackey going nowhere. And that's a good play by the outside linebacker, Bobby Lefevre's.
Yeah, Bobby Lefevre's did a good job of reading that. It was just a little flare. It wasn't a screen. The linemen weren't getting out in front. If it was a screen, they didn't get there. But did a really nice job of coming up and making the tackle. Lafayette's defense has come to play tonight.
Lafayette, they're on top 13-0. Looking for back-to-back wins on this 2023 season, Coach. 3rd and 10 at the 41-yard line. They send DiNardo out to the left, and he got a timeout by the Blue Devils. Timeout, 3:41 to go in the first. Lafayette leads 13-0 over Henry Clay. Your thoughts of the first 8 minutes and a half of the ball game?
Yeah, this was it's kind of a surprise that they would get up that quickly. But honestly, the fumble recovery was the difference. Other parts of the game, they're playing good defense, Henry Clay is. But just that fumble recovery that went back for a touchdown made it tough.
Yeah, and we got to give credit to Nemo Jarber because he just stripped that ball out of there and took off all the way down the far side of the field, said nobody's going to catch him. He had an entourage out there with him.
Yeah, he was on Richmond Road before they even recognized him.
Yep. 3:41 to go in the first. Lafayette 13, Henry Clay nothing. Henry Clay gets a timeout to discuss his third down and about 10 yards to go. And Henry Clay needing a big offensive play here out of Rowan Taylor, the quarterback.
Yeah, there's lots of things they can do against this defense. They just got to give Rowan Taylor some time to throw. That defense is playing the run, and they've got these crossing patterns. The outside outs are open. They can split those safeties if they can occupy one.
So Taylor settle under the center, 3rd and 10. Pass outside near side, caught up to the 40, and that's going to be it as the catch was made up there by Trey Webb. And then he's knocked backwards. Very little gain, Coach.
Yeah, there were a couple people on that tackle. DJ Jones was one of them. That was a screen pass. That was basically a receiver-blocked screen. And they did a decent job of blocking, Gary. That the guy that caught the ball, the receiver that caught the ball, he turned back inside where all the coverage was. If he would have just making a break outside, he probably could have got 10 yards. They're going to look at that. They're going to realize that and coach him up on that.
And punt coming from Cooper. And gets the punt off. It's a high, short punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 43-yard line. So Lafayette will take it right there. They're already up by a couple of scores and 2:49 to go in the first. So try to add to that.
Yeah, defense got to come to play now. They've got to really have a stop here. We're almost at the end of the first quarter. 2 minutes and 49 seconds to go, as you can see. And they've got to have a stop here. If Lafayette gets another score here, the Generals could really take control of this game.
Lafayette, they've got Jones, Johnson, Moore, Chenault, and Bibbert in on the offensive line. And not the biggest line in the world, but they're very got good feet, Coach.
They do. They look like they're well coached, very disciplined.
Walker gives a second man through, and that's going to be Jones. KJ Jones, he's 45 to the 40, 35 to the 30, 25, 20, and ran out of bounds right there at about the 16-yard line. Nice run by KJ Jones.
Really nice cuts, really, too, Garrett. Really nice job of cutting back and forth on that. Did a really good job. I got to admit now, I'm impressed with number 10 for Henry Clay, Mackey.
Yeah.
He chased that thing down a long, long way.
Wide out to the near side is a Murray. Here's a pass out to the far side to Jones, and he's hit and knocked out at the 13-yard line.
Cole made the tackle, knocked him out of bounds. That was a really nice job of coming across there and making the tackle. But that's that little short pass. See, they're going to get 4 yards on that play every time they run it because of the way the defense is playing. They're trying to hit him in those short, flat passes.
Isaac Barrow split out to the far side. Murray to the near. Fakes to Jones, and he sets and throws. Going to be caught by the big running back, Mackay Taylor. The young man he called the Taylor's a sophomore, Coach.
Yeah, Mackey made the tackle with the help of number 22, Luke DiNardo. That was a nice catch. That ball was hard to catch. It was shoestring catch.
Taylor's a good-sized young man. He's also got a brace on his right leg.
Saw that, yeah.
Walker with Jones in the backfield. Long count. Gives fakes over the middle. Almost picked off and simply dropped by Will Ballard. He had the interception.
Oh, Ballard is going to remember that one. That could have been a big-time change in the complexion of this game. Looks like they're bringing a field goal team in, Gary. Yep, field goal team's coming in. Of course, they had an extra point blocked. So
Jackson Grants will 25-yarder.
I don't think they have.
And Grants with the placement good. Kick is up, and it's going to be good. So score is 16-0. Minute 15 in the first quarter. We'll be back on Prep Spin. Lafayette has it in control right now. Henry Clay trying to come back on the Mingua Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week. Here's the kick coming from Lafayette, Grants, and Hershey Bailey back deep. Here's the kick. It's going to be taken by Bailey. Up to the 10, up to the 20, 25, and there's a flag. It grabbed him by the helmet.
Yeah,
might be a face mask.
Right. It's any helmet opening in high school is going to be a face mask penalty. So
yeah, you tell us all those rules, don't you, Coach?
Well, we try to keep up with them. I tell you what, there's a couple. I read that rule book twice, and there's still something that confused the heck out of me.
I'm sure they confused a lot of people. 1:06 to go, first quarter. What we got coming up at halftime, Coach Meehan?
Well, we're going to do some UFOs. We're going to talk about especially one trainer for one of the teams that's really exceptional. Does an exceptional job. We'll probably talk a little bit about a rule, and we'll have some stats too, because WL Stats sitting right next to me.
Yeah, Kenny Bourne.
Only, yeah.
Kenny Bourne right there next to you with WL Stats. You'll have stats, and we love it when we get statistics, don't we?
Yeah, we don't get them all the time, but when we do.
And tell everybody about our game next week, Coach.
Oh, we're going north. Your neck of the woods. Erlanger Lloyd is hosting Lexington Catholic. Undefeated Lloyd.
Lloyd is undefeated.
It'll be a good game.
And Catholics played a brutal schedule. That'll be next Friday up at Erlanger Lloyd. We got the game of the week. That's one of the big games of the state next week up at Erlanger Lloyd. Undefeated Juggernauts and the Knights of Lex Cath.
Good quarterbacks too, for sure.
And this is Henry Clay, Lafayette. Henry Clay trying to get it going. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Pass out near side, caught, shoestring catch, and spun around down to up to the 43. That's Skylar Hersey, the catch.
Nice catch by Hersey. I look like Cale Green made the tackle.
All that for about a yard or two pickup.
Yeah, what they're doing now, they're at least they're trying to spread the field out. Lafayette has backed off now with the lead. They backed their linebackers up a little ways. It's still running a cover 2 look in the secondary.
So 2nd down and 9 at the 42-yard line, and Nick Jones is in the backfield now. Quarterback Rowan Taylor under center. Pitch to Jones, hit hard and knocked down, and that's a big tackle made by A.J. Nicholas, the linebacker.
Yeah, I tell you, it was really I'm interested in watching the offensive line. The center and the left guard did a double team block that was classic. It was perfect. That was Caleb Mitchell and number 54 in there now for the Blue
that's
Devils.
Green.
Green did an excellent job also. Little double team block, but the play went the other way, sadly.
3rd down and 9 for Henry Clay Blue Devils at the 42-yard line. Taylor under center again. Passes out to near side, and it's caught by Bailey. Takes it up to the 47-yard line. Catch by Bailey. And the clock there's a late flag coming in there, and 6.5 seconds on the first quarter clock, Coach.
Yeah, and again, that flag, like you said, came in very late.
Whitecap is discussing it. It's going to be unsportsmanlike against the Blue Devils.
Just when you have something going, you know.
This is what has cost Henry Clay over the course of the season, these penalties.
Penalties for sure, and then the big fumble. It's hard to come back from that stuff.
Yeah. This will be the last play of the first quarter. Lafayette has a 16-0 lead. That's the end of the first quarter. First quarter concludes here at Henry Clay High School, 16-0 Lafayette. Thanks for watching tonight on Prep Spin with Coach Mike Meehan. I'm Gary Ball and the King of Stream and Big Joe Allen, our videographer. We'll be back after this timeout, 16-0 Lafayette. Fourth down, and here's the punt. And Cooper punts it to the 45 to the 44-yard line. Touch right down there by Clay. And the coach and Lafayette will take over.
Real quick look at the some of the stats, Gary. First downs, 6 Lafayette and 5 for Henry Clay. Rushing, KJ Jones at 1 rush for 41 yards, but Mackey 5 rushes for 33 yards. Passing, Rowan Taylor is 5 for 5 for 29 yards. His longest was 15 yards. And DJ Walker, 8 for 12. Not a bad first quarter, 83 yards and a touchdown.
Walker in there again out of the gun, and he's got Des Hanley to his right. High snap, rolls to the right. He sets it, throws it deep, and it's going to be caught at the 35. Nice catch by Nemo Jarber.
Yeah, really nice job of passing that ball. Got the corner, squared those feet up. Did a nice
but a
job
flag's going to bring it
back. We
back.
have another flag. Maybe that's why he got the. Maybe that's why he got the corner. Holding penalty.
Yep. So penalty marker down, and that'll bring it back. That'll be 15 yards from the previous spot. That brings it all the way back to the 34, 10 yards from the 34-yard line.
If you look at Lafayette, if you look at the statistic for Lafayette tackling, Gary Nichols has 4 full tackles and 1 assisted tackle. So he's the one that's leading the defense on Lafayette's team.
Walker with Hanley beside him in the backfield, twins to both sides. Fakes now to Hanley. Presser steps up, hit and dropped. Nice play turned in by the linebacker, Walden Cole.
Yeah, real nice job by Cole. You're right. He made a nice cut. You would think he had an opportunity to run a little further, but that was a really nice tackle. I'm really impressed now with the way these teams are fighting like crazy, especially at the line of scrimmage. They're both really fighting hard.
Be second down and 17, 37-yard line for the Generals, and DJ Walker waiting for the snap, high snap. Walker throws it right side, caught by Murray to the 40, 45, and Murray takes it up near midfield, and he's only going to be about, 5 yards shy of the first down. Good catch and run by Kevin Murray.
Yes, and that was exactly the way you coach that. You want him to do that. He caught the ball in the little screen outside. He made those first few steps inside before he broke outside. That was a nice job. Nice job of reading the defense. Good yardage.
3rd and 5 for the Lafayette Generals at 49, just shy of the midfield. Walker back to pass, throws it right, and it's intercepted on the tip by Cole Walden. What an interception. It was tipped by the receiver, and Cole Walden picked it off.
It was really good reaction to it. The receiver was hit, and the ball popped out of the hands of the receiver, and Cole did an excellent job of grabbing that ball, dove for it. That's what they need. A turnover should get this team fired up now. They still have 10 minutes to go in the quarter.
Yeah, in the first half, and they're down by 16, but a touchdown gets it right back in the ball game.
They need to get there.
And Rowan Taylor, quarterback, he'll settle under. And he's got one back with him, twins of both sides. Fakes, rolling, throws it deep down the left side, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amiri at the 25-yard line as Amiri back there just picked it off, and he stood there waiting for the ball.
He was, and that ball was thrown too high, too much air under it, to receiver coverage. Real quick, Gary, the referee tonight is Larry Corey, and the umpire is Cedric Coleman. Head lineman is Sean Gurton. He's the one that made that call on the interception. Line judge is Justin Tyson. The back judge, Shane Norris.
Thanks for that list. Those guys do a great job. And if you want to be an official in the state of Kentucky, get a hold of the KHSAA organization and become an official.
Yeah, they need them too. The state of Kentucky needs officials, good officials.
So that interception by Murray is up at the 25-yard line. Lafayette now has 75 yards to go here, but they're up 16-0.
16-0, a long way. But again, Henry Clay had an opportunity there on a big turnover. They got the fumble or the interception, immediately threw another one. Daggone it.
DJ Walker sends Des Hanley in motion. Back to pass, and he's hit as he releases it, scooped up, and there goes Walden. But Walden said, I'm going to take that to the house. But if we've hit a little bit quicker, it might have been a fumble. But the ball, his throwing motion was already going forward, Coach.
Yeah, it was really, and it was a nice hit by Mokeke. But, again, that was definitely a incomplete pass.
Second down.
I heard it.
Walker up the middle, up to the 30. And Walden Cole there just smothers him at the 30-yard line, but he picks up about 5 yards.
Nice job of turning upfield and getting that 5-yard gain. It's 3rd and 5. This is an opportunity. Henry Clay needs to force a punt here if they can.
3rd and 5 at the 30-yard line. Henry Clay Blue Devils. Lafayette Generals.
Playing man-to-man on the wide side of the field, up on the face of the receiver, playing zone back here on this side, it looks like. Yes.
Walker takes a snap, gives to Hanley at 34 and up to closer to 35, and that's close to the first down marker.
It's very close to the first down.
Right at that marker. I think he's got it, Coach.
I think so, too. It was right at the line.
Des Hanley, 5'10 senior. Got the first down, Coach, right at the marker.
Yeah, that was second effort that got that, too. He spun off that last tackle just to reach the first down marker.
So first down for Lafayette at the 35-yard line. They're going left to right. This is Preston, the Mingua Beef Jerky High School football game of the week. We're at Henry Clay High School for Lafayette and Henry Clay, one of the oldest rivalries in the city, dates back to 1947. Walker gives a second man. That's going to be K.J. Jones. It gets maybe a yard or two. He was knocked down there by Gianone Mangueli with the stop.
I'm missing a player here. Number 56 for Lafayette. Do you have that?
56 on the offensive line.
I have it in my chart.
Let's see. Second down, 8:31 to go. Walker fakes. Here's a throw over the intended receiver. Incomplete.
He had him down the middle, and just missed him. He just zipped that ball by the linebacker's ear and just bring it down a little bit. I'm sorry, 56 I'm watching him doing a darn good job. I think it's 50, maybe it's 66.
Yeah, we got 6. That's Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson. Nice job by Johnson on his blocks on these plays. Thank you.
3rd down and 8.
66 yeah. Johnson.
Yeah,
Thank
Coach.
you. Very, very nice job.
Yeah. Mason Johnson. Twins on the near side. Twins to the van. Henry Clay might have jumped offside, but they got back, so no
they
flag.
He called that on the offensive lineman when he stood up and pointed at it.
And that's going to be a timeout called by Lafayette. Timeout, 8:25 to go in the first half. And we got halftime coming up, UFOs and WL Stats. And Coach, let's talk about the Scholastic Ball Report. That'll be Sunday at noon. Coming on, we got Dennis Johnson of Woodford County and Justin Wertzler, the quarterback, and also Leland Taylor, one of the fastest guys in the state. They'll be the team of the week. And Lucy Moore is the lady that headed up KPOS and the cheerleading in the state of Kentucky. She's a special guest. She joins Bridget DeVries in the show. And also Brody Coleman, who's a straight-A student at Madison Central cross-country superstar. He'll be on the show Sunday at noon.
And you got highlights from
highlights from all the games are right.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. That Woodford County's up for real.
They're
you saw
tough.
that this time.
Yes.
For real.
Woodford County. They play Collins tonight down in Shelby. Collins, a school named after Martha Lane Collins.
Right.
And that's where Woodford plays tonight. A couple of schools around Lexington have the week off.
Yeah, LCA does, correct?
Yeah, I think Dunbar does too.
Yes.
3rd and 8, 37-yard line for the Lafayette Generals. DJ Walker, high snap, back to pass, throws it far down the field on Murray. He catches a great catch to the 20, to the 10, and knocked down at the 10 on a play there by Will Ballard in the secondary. And I tell you what, this Kevin Murray at 6'3" is a good target.
He's an excellent target. It looks like Luke Bailey had an eyeball on it. He looked like he was going to come down with it. But Murray, a little taller, went over the top to make the interception.
That was all hands. That was a good hands team.
Yeah.
He reached his hands over there and caught the ball.
He did.
Nice catch by Murray. That's one of the finest catches we've seen this year. Nice job. Walker with the Jones. Fakes now, rolling to the right. Hit as he releases it, and the ball comes out of there, and they say it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that was a nice job on defense of coming across the field.
Yeah.
Looked like, number 7 for Henry Clay came all the way across the field to get in on that Bradford.
Yeah, Bradford wasn't even given to us as a backup player, but a lot of players are getting in for Henry Clay and Lafayette. Both teams playing a lot of guys. That's what you do when you're having seasons like this, Coach. You play a lot of players, right?
Yep, you do that, and you get plenty of experience for the future.
Walker with Jones. He takes the snap. He's hit, and he's going to be dropped immediately. Good play turned in by McQualley.
Yeah, 71, and a really nice job on that play. And again, is it number 3 for Henry Clay?
Well, 71 made the play.
Right, but he's the one. He's coming in from the backside. He's not even being blocked, and he's putting some pressure on the quarterback.
That's Nick Jones, outside linebacker, number 3. 7:20 to go in the first half.
Henry Clay's had problems with 3rd and 12. 3rd and long.
Walker, high snap, rolls to the right, tripped up. Nice trip up there by Walden Cole.
Yeah, Cole did a great job, a little shoestring action, grabbed the hold of his heels to bring him down. Looks like that field goal team's coming in again.
Unfortunately, this will be the second field goal attempt. They made the first field goal from 25 yards to go up 16-0, and now they'll try to kick it. Jackson Grants will kick it from the same spot.
They had an extra point blocked. That's why the 16.
Field goal is up, and it is good. So 19-0. Lafayette leading Henry Clay. 6:38 to go in the first half here on the Mingua Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week on PretSpin.com.
Neighbor helping neighbor. At Whitaker Bank, we believe in giving back to our communities. Through our many sponsorships, we help provide our fellow Kentuckians with family-friendly fun and events, and scholarships to help students reach their dreams. We know you need banking to be fast and easy. We help with.
If you're dealing with a sports injury, UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine is here to help you get back on your feet. Ranked as high-performing by U.S. News & World Report, the same physicians who take care of UK athletes are here to offer expert sports medicine care for you and your family. UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, official healthcare provider for the KHSAA.
Come back. Thanks to UK Sports Medicine Healthcare for sponsoring this broadcast. And the kick taken at the 22, and that's going to be Walden Cole, and he takes it up good yardage and see where they mark it at, about the 34-yard line. Walden Cole, there isn't much he doesn't do for this football team. He
I know,
returns
really...
kicks, he gets tackles, he runs the football, he catches the football. He does it all, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's involved in just about everything he's in, that's for sure.
And you got Henry Mackey, who was running the ball well in that first quarter. You mentioned he had 53 yards, Coach,
right.
And what's happened since then? He hadn't been in there very much.
They've been throwing the ball, too. I mean,
yeah,
they've
exactly.
been trying to open up and throw the ball.
They got twins. Bailey is split out to the far side with Walden Cole, and quarterback gives it to second man through. That's Baya, Patrick Baya.
Yeah, way too much penetration there. That's all I can say is the whole defensive line seemed to be across the line of scrimmage that time.
Baya didn't get much, did he, Coach?
No, not at all. He lost a yard. That makes it tough. Already operating behind the chains.
So second down and 12 at the 32-yard line for the Blue Devils. Gary Ball with the Mike Meehan, the coach, and the king of stream, William Moorfield, WL Stats alongside as well. And the quarterback, Taylor, steps and drops, gives it to Walden Cole, and it looked like close to a face mask as he dives up near the first down. Good job of yards after catch by Walden Cole, a senior.
That's a really nice job of turning that field and getting to those sticks. That's the first down. They're driving
that was
ball
very close to a face mask.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Walden Cole didn't argue, but it looked like somebody grabbed his face. First down to the 45-yard line for the Blue Devils. They need to score here before halftime and get back in this ball game. It's 19-0, Lafayette on top. Rowan Taylor under center, waiting for the snap. Drops back, throws it over to Walden Cole, breaks the tackle, up 45, and finally ran out of bounds right there. A little bit of extracurricular by Giannone, and Walden Cole didn't like it.
No, Walden Cole said, "Yeah, let go of me. This is my side of the field."
That's a nice pickup.
Yeah, they need to keep doing that, moving those chains like 4 yards at a time. Nothing wrong with that.
That's right. I was thinking it was more than that, but they marked him out at the 49, so he's not at midfield. It's about a 4-yard pickup. I thought it was about 5 or 6.
It's a good deal to get yardage on that first down, especially Henry Clay being behind like that. You don't want to be forced into third and longs if you can help it.
Luke Bailey to the top. And a handoff it goes, and that's not a good exchange. A knock backwards is Baya, and I tell you, he was covered up there and didn't have much hope because that was a bad exchange from the quarterback to the running back.
It was. It could have easily been a fumble, too. So now, again, they're third and long again. They don't want to be third and long. They can throw the ball pretty successfully on those short passes, and they'd like to have 3rd and 5 maybe or 3rd and 6 to be more successful.
The Mingua Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week. Also, some of Clark's Pump and Shop, Return, Refresh, Refuel, and Crown Trophy, nationally known and locally grown, and Howard Real Estate. Also, Ken's Auto over in Paris. Ken's Auto, Lexington Diagnostic Center, Open MRI, one of the Mingua Beef Jerky, the title sponsor. And Rafferty's, and you know about Rafferty's, don't you, Coach? Yesterday you got that prime rib.
Yeah, Coach, Gary Ball treated me to a prime rib sandwich at Rafferty's, and that for lunch, believe it or not. I didn't eat the rest of the day. No way.
I did. I ate again, Coach. I admit it.
I don't know how you do it. I mean, that bad bowl was good.
Yeah,
it was thick.
I
took a part of the sandwich home to my wife. She never got it. I ate it. I ate it before midnight.
Rafferty's over here in Hamburg, and they're one of the best. They're just great people. They're sponsor of the game here on Pretspin and on the Scholastic Ball Report on CW at noon. We got a great guest coming up this Sunday at noon. Rowan Taylor on a 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here comes pressure. He sees the pressure, rolls in and runs out of bounds, and number 10 there chasing him down, Coach.
Yeah, that was Felix Brady.
Brady, a
chased him out of bounds.
Backup player, but he's playing a lot.
Yeah, he's playing a lot. He's playing well, too. Back to another punt with 4 minutes, 39 seconds to go. And Henry Clay, again, with nice drive, a couple plays, and then lost yardage. And those big tackles behind the line of scrimmage really hurt him.
Ethan Cooper set to punt. Lafayette back to receive. Taken in by Giannone. Might have hit a Lafayette player, and he jumps on the ball just in time, or would have been Henry Clay. And
just so close.
There to get back on it was Taraze Taylor.
Yeah, Taraze Taylor did a good job of getting after that ball and getting on it when it was on the ground. But I tell you what, that it looked like he wanted to try to call fair catch, but he didn't get his hand up. You got to put your hand up and wave it. And even a little wave will work if you get your hand extended.
Exactly. We got 4:30 to go in the first half, Coach, and Lafayette is up 19-0.
Yeah, they're dominating this game so far. Henry Clay seems to shoot themselves in the foot every time they get something going. But, again, they're very young, and sometimes that happens. But they've got to get that straightened out.
Penalties have definitely cost Henry Clay tonight. Let's see what Lafayette does here with K.J. Jones in the backfield with DJ Walker. Twins to both sides. You got to watch Amir. He's up here to the top. In motion to the far side. There'd be a trip set over to the left. Walker looks that way, takes a snap, set back, and he is going to be dropped. Good job by Clay that time. Nick Jones got in there and got him, the outside linebacker, number 3.
Yeah, Henry Clay they're running like a 3-5 look now. They're trying to take that pass away now for sure. I like that look. I like that defense. That's a defense that Lexington Christian runs a lot. Highlands runs it a lot. You see it quite a bit now in high school football.
Second down and 15 for DJ Walker. And see what he does here at the 20-yard line. Walker takes a snap, rolls to the right, sets up, tosses it out, and it's going to be incomplete, out of bounds. Into the receiver was Giannone.
Yeah, just didn't quite completed inbounds. And, again, they're trying those little short passes again, taking up a lot of time. And they don't want them to get out of bounds if they can help it. They want to go in at halftime, 19-0.
3rd and 15 now at the 20-yard line for Lafayette.
Yep.
3:42 and
It's 3rd and 15 for the Generals.
3rd and 15. Walker takes a snap, looks left, throws it, and Amir, I tell you, usually sure-handed. Amir makes a great catch downfield, reaches up, pulls it from. That one's thrown right to him, and it drops it.
Yeah, that was another slip screen. I think he saw some green turf in front of him, and he got too excited about it.
So
okay, Henry Clay forces a punt here, and this is an opportunity for him. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. They need to get something before halftime.
Yeah, 3:37. They got plenty of time, and they've got some couple timeouts left. 3:37 to go in the first half.
Now they should get good field position here. The Blue Devils have an opportunity here to do something. Timeout, Lafayette.
Timeout on the field, so 3:37 to go in the first half. Coach, tell us what we got at halftime.
Okay, well, what we're gonna do is I have a really good UFO, unheralded football overachiever from Lafayette, and we're going to talk. I'm going to try to discuss a rule, roughing the punter rule, and we're going to go over that, and we're going to have stats at halftime from WL Stats. Kenny Bourne's right next to me, and he's going to feed me some stats, and we will enjoy our halftime.
And we want to tell you that our game coming up will be Erlanger Lloyd and Lex Cath next Friday night, undefeated Lloyd, and that'll be number 5 in the state against number 7 in 3A, so 2 top 10 teams. Then the following week we have Eminence and Sayre, 2 top teams in single A.
That'll be fun too.
Here's a punt, gets it off, and it comes to the 45. There's a flag down. Comes from the back judge.
I have no idea what that
See
could
what
be.
that is. Somebody might have got blocked. I don't know. Here comes a white cap.
I didn't even see any contact. Maybe invalid fair catch, maybe, or something.
Let's let the white cap tell us.
Block in the back.
Block in the
Henry
back.
Clay.
That's what I was saying. Probably a block in the back. So the penalty will be against Clay. So Henry Clay just getting no breaks their way in this ball game, are they, Coach?
No, they aren't. And that was actually a real good punt backed up that time. He had pressure on him.
Yeah.
The punter had pressure and still got a good punt away.
Yeah. So placed back at the 45, 1st and 10. So Henry Clay, pretty good field position. They got 55 yards to go, 3:28 to go, and they got, one timeout or two left to go, Coach? I know at least two.
2 timeouts left.
Yeah, they called one. 3:28 in the first half, 19-0. Lafayette leading Henry Clay here on PrepSpin.com. Rowan Taylor, the quarterback, under center. He's gone under center most of the night. Back to pass. Throws it deep down the left side, and it's going to be almost picked off and then dropped at the last moment by Jackson Stevens.
Yeah, they're trying to get by them throwing deep, but those guys, the Henry Clay Blue Devils defense is just rolling that way and getting depth. They're running with the receiver down the field. They're actually further down the field than receivers are.
Jackson had that interception. He dropped it as he went down, Coach.
Yep. John Bailey is in there on offense. He came in a little late, 6'6", 320-pounder. Did an excellent job of pass blocking that time.
Yeah, is he on the left side?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a big kid. Taylor, under center again with trip set out to the twins out to the right, single receiver to the left, and he pitches around the left side, and that's going to be Patrick Bayup, and he's hit immediately and dropped.
Yeah.
Up at the 45. Giannone helped out on the play.
You know, there's a couple ways to get outside. One of them is that quick pitch like that. Another one would be like an option look where you pitch it, the quarterback turns upfield, pitches it. They probably should go to the option because the secondary people on the outside linebackers are just playing for those flips outside.
Under 3 minutes, 2:57 to go. You got Walden Cole. Walden Cole with Hersey split out to the left. Receiver out to the right. And a movement in the backfield.
That's all right. You can reset.
And Taylor with the long count. Let's see what they call. As it looked like Nick Jones jumped up, but he didn't go forward. But it's going to be against Nick Jones.
Yeah, he took a step forward. That's the problem. He just one step. That's all it took. The defense to jump. So, you know, it's interesting if he would have just taken that step and then motioned. But that would have changed the play, too, so you can't. I guess you can't do that.
It's 3rd and 14.
3rd down and 14 for the Blue Devils. 2.5 minutes to go before halftime. Nick Jones in the backfield. Taylor, long count. Here's another flag. False start.
They're just going backwards. They just can't seem to get ahead of the chains. They haven't been able to in this game. All right, now they're going to have to maybe run a little screen here, Gary, just to try to get some yardage back.
I like to see a screen to Walden Cole.
That's probably a good play.
He's I think the most dangerous player they got. He split way out to the right. Skylar Hersey is to the near side with Luke Bailey. Jones is in the backfield. They get the Jones up the gut. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped right there.
Yeah, there was nothing there at all. 55 in on the tackle.
So they have to punt the ball to Lafayette.
Jay Jones.
Coach, with just 1:44 to go here before halftime. Ethan Cooper will punt it away for the Blue Devils. Waiting for the snap. Cooper gets it off just in time. Let's see, and it bounces at the comes back to the 47-yard line.
The people were yelling for roughing the punter, and he did knock him down. Probably should have called that. They don't. For some reason, they really concerned. We'll talk about this at halftime. They concern themselves with the plant leg and that upper body stuff.
What do you think of the new field here, the new surface?
It's beautiful. Everything's beautiful.
It seems like everybody's getting new surfaces, here in Fayette County.
Well, everybody has turf field now. Well, except Sayre.
Yeah.
And they'll probably get one pretty soon. Yeah.
We'll have the Sayre Spartans and Eminence coming up in a couple of weeks. That'll be a battle of the unbeaten Sayre Spartans.
Take a look at that picture. Big Joe Allen out there with the camera.
Joe doing a great job. Minute 20 to go. Walker gets back inside, gives it to KJ Jones, and breaking and there gets down as Walden Cole gets him at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to go pretty far on that play. Nice job by Walden.
If Walden Cole didn't make the play, he probably got outside and would have gone a long way, as you said, Coach. Under a minute to go in the first half. Walker pass out to the right side and a big-time hit,
nice
then a
job.
big finish by the Henry Clay Blue Devils. Hudson Cole making the hit. There is a flag down.
Let's see if it's a personal foul for taunting. That's the only thing I saw, that he kind of leaned over him and said a word or two. I think he probably was talking about where they're going to lunch tomorrow or something, but, maybe not that's good.
15-yard penalty. Takes it down to 32. So with their field goal kicker kicking two of them from 25 yards, they're thinking if they get maybe another 10 yards or get closer, try another field goal. They've already made two of them in this ball game. They lead 19-0. They got a touchdown pass at Giannone, then a fumble recovery by Jarber. He just stripped it away from the Henry Clay player. Walker, snap, back to pass. He steps up, and he throws it deep down the left side, and it's going to be Murray, but he was well out of bounds. Are they going to rule him in bounds? I thought he was out of bounds.
They're arguing about it, discussing it right now.
Yeah, they're talking about it. Let's see what they give. No, incomplete. Yeah, he was out of bounds.
Yeah, we kind of saw that.
I got a good view of it here, Coach. I got a real good view.
That's right.
Looks like he was barely out of bounds. That's a great shot by Joe Allen. 17 seconds to go. And Henry Clay with a big – I tell you, this Murray, though, impressive, isn't he, Coach?
Very
big
impressive.
Receiver. Yeah, he did drop the pass, and he should have caught the little – but he did make a nice catch.
He gets up in the air, makes a good catch, runs well, fast, good speed.
And there's Walker. Walker takes his snap, rolls to the right, throws it incomplete. Andrews, the intended receiver. 13 seconds here before halftime.
Lafayette's getting hungry. They want to try to get another score here. Throwing for the end zone, passing ball outside.
If they get a completion here, they can call a timeout and kick a field goal. But they need to complete it for about 15 yards, don't they?
Yeah, they need to get the ball down a little close, at least down to the maybe 15-yard line if they can.
I want to thank UK Sports Medicine for sponsoring this game. Thanks to you guys. Back is DJ Walker. He throws it, and it's caught. And taking it down is Jarber to the fifth. And they're coming out of with the ball. Henry Clay says, we got it. And the official says no. And now with 4.7 seconds to see what they do here. And they're going to spike the ball, and then whether they try a field goal maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure they are bringing the field goal team in again. Field goal team's been quite busy.
Yes, this young man has done a good job too. Jackson Grants, he's kicked 2 field goals, and this is going to be a third 30-yarder, so a little bit further out. But Grants has made 2 from 25 yards. Jackson Grants, 30-yard field goal. Here's the kick up, and it is going to be good.
Plenty
From
of
30
load.
yards out. And it ends the first half. Jackson Grants kicks 3 field goals. Field goals makes it 22-0. Lafayette leading Henry Clay here at half. And, Coach, we got a big halftime coming up here on Press Spin.
We're going to take a little break, and we're going to come back with some stats and some other information.
If you're dealing with a sports injury, UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine is here to help you get back on your feet. Ranked as high performing by US News and World Report, the same physicians who take care of UK athletes are here to offer expert sports medicine care for you and your family. UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, official healthcare provider for the KHSAA.
Before cheering on the Cats at Rep, we always make sure to stop at Clark's Main Street Market for all the essentials. Return, refresh, refuel.
Prep Spin would like to thank these amazing partners. Mingua Beef Jerky, the official game day snack of Prep Spin. UK Healthcare Sports Medicine. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Clark's Pump and Shop, return, refresh, refuel. Hallway Feeds. Atkinson, Sims, and Commode, PLLC. Axia Women's Health, Lexington's Women's Health. The BIM Group. Crown Trophy. Howard Real Estate. Ken's Autos over in Paris. Jimmy's Kentucky Roadshow. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI. New South Professional Wrestling. Rafferty's. White Greer and Maggard Orthodontics. Hello Garage of Central Kentucky. And by the Scholastic Ball Report, celebrating 20 years on TV.
Neighbor helping neighbor. At Whitaker Bank, we believe in giving back to our communities. Through our many sponsorships, we help provide our fellow Kentuckians with family-friendly fun and events, and scholarships to help students reach their dreams. We're invested in Kentucky, and more importantly, in you. Whitaker Bank understands our communities and its people because we're from here. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
If you're dealing with a sports injury, UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine is here to help you get back on your feet. Ranked as high performing by US News and World Report, the same physicians who take care of UK athletes are here to offer expert sports medicine care for you and your family. UK Healthcare Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, official healthcare provider for the KHSAA.
Before cheering on the Cats at Rep, we always make sure to stop at Clark's Main Street Market for all the essentials. Return, refresh, refuel.
Prep Spin would like to thank these amazing partners. Mingua Beef Jerky, the official game day snack of Prep Spin. UK Healthcare Sports Medicine. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Clark's Pump and Shop, return, refresh, refuel. Hallway Feeds. Atkinson, Sims, and Commode, PLLC. Axia Women's Health, Lexington's Women's Health. The BIM Group. Crown Trophy. Howard Real Estate. Ken's Autos over in Paris. Jimmy's Kentucky Roadshow. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI. New South Professional Wrestling. Rafferty's. White Greer and Maggard Orthodontics. Hello Garage of Central Kentucky. And by the Scholastic Ball Report, celebrating 20 years on TV.
Neighbor helping neighbor. At Whitaker Bank, we believe in giving back to our communities. Through our many sponsorships, we help provide our fellow Kentuckians with family.
This is Jake Bell Stadium. Welcome back to Henry Clay High School. Beautiful evening here. Friday night, Mingua Beef Jerky game of the week with Prep Spin. Joe Allen on the camera doing a wonderful job. Gary Ball and the King of Stream, William Warfield. It's halftime here, 22-0 in favor of Lafayette. Henry Clay, they get things going, then they get behind the chains, and then there's a problem. And hopefully they can get some stuff straightened out. First thing we're going to do is our UFOs. If you haven't listened to us or watched Prep Spin before, we do what's called the Unheralded Football Overachievers. What I do is I contact Coach before the game, and I ask them to give me the name and some information on somebody involved in the program who does a really good job but gets very little credit for what they do. I have one UFO today, and that is from John Lawson, Coach Lawson from Lafayette. John Lawson said, I'm going to read this to you verbatim because it is written so well, it just really impressed me. My UFO is Jenny Williams. Coach says there's been no other person over the last 20-plus years who has left a blueprint like Jenny. She is the head trainer, athletic trainer for all Lafayette High School athletics. She has been committed to the success of our athletes in multiple ways. First, she is an amazing communicator with the athletes, the coaches, and the parents, offering thorough explanations and responding to questions and concerns effectively and with authoritative knowledge. She is proactive in identifying issues and preventing future problems, keeping athletes safe. She continuously encourages everyone despite losses, injuries, and disappointment. She creates high expectations for athletes, participation in both their sport and their recovery, and she works hard to walk them through the process. Finally, Jenny is flexible beyond measure, ensuring that the coaching staff and the athletes accomplish their goals through whatever manner is needed. Now, let me tell you something about athletic trainers. Back in 1980, when I was at Bryan Station, Steve Parker, the head coach, brought in Lori Vanza as an athletic trainer, probably the first one in the county. I'm not positive of that, but I'd be willing to bet that. Dr. Mary Lord Ireland was on the sideline with us, an orthopedic surgeon, and it was incredible the difference to have an athletic trainer on the field. Lori did a wonderful job of keeping the athletes, like Jenny Williams does, keeping them prepared physically and mentally, being ahead of the curve and ahead of every time something happens, she's right there to help. So Coach John Lawson chose as his UFO, his unheralded football overachiever, Jenny Williams. Congratulations, Jenny. Obviously Jenny's not able to watch this broadcast. If you know Jenny, have her watch the replay of the halftime for Mike Meehan's UFO, unheralded football overachiever. I want to talk a little bit about a rule. We try to cover this each time, and then afterwards we'll go over some statistics from the first half. We're going to talk about the punter protection. This is from the National Federation Rulebook. This is an example. I thought this was really interesting. During a recent youth football game being played between two high school rivals, it was raining hard, and one team was having trouble snapping the ball back to its punter. So what they did was make a direct snap to the quarterback who was under center, and then he pitched it back 10 yards to the punter who kicked it. Now, in the fourth quarter, after doing this 3 or 4 times, a defensive player hit the punter from the side as the kick was away. The referee standing behind the punter flagged it immediately for roughing the kicker. But the defensive coach on the other team went nuts. He argued that the punter gives up his right to protection by taking the ball via a pitch, and at that point is no longer a punter, he's a running back. That's what the defense argued. Now, I never heard of a rule where a player gives up his rights. I don't think high school football there is anywhere an area where you give up your rights for being protected because the ball was pitched to him. Once a player is established as the punter in high school and NHFS rules, and as long as it's obviously a scrimmage kick that can be made, that player receives all the protection as the punter. In the NCAA, in the college, though, if the punter leaves the tackle box to punt the ball, say like a rugby kicker, he does give up his protection for potential roughing the kicker. It's the same way for running backs and wide receivers who take a pitch or a lateral, then set up the throw downfield. The rule book never uses the term quarterback or punter. It always refers to the passer and the kicker. That way he's established as such as soon as he makes that attempt or as soon as it's obvious that it's a scrimmage kick. So just because someone lines up in a spot other than quarterback, he can still be a passer. And just because a punter or kicker receives a pitch from the quarterback, he is still protected as a punter. Let's make that very clear. In high school, the number one concern is always protection and protecting these young athletes. So that's what happens. Okay, we are going to look at some stats here. I think we can go right to it, right? All right, we're going to go right to it. The teams are warming up now. They have that 3-minute time once the clock runs down. So we'll do this real quickly, and then we'll take a break. First downs, Lafayette has 16 first downs, and Henry Clay 0. Rushing yardage, net 33 yards for Lafayette, 40 yards for Henry Clay, but the passing is the difference. The quarterbacks are, we'll look at that total first. 15 passes for 116 yards for Lafayette, 14 passes for 69 yards for Henry Clay. We have one fumble returned by Lafayette for 80 yards, and that's a difference. That's what started the onslaught there by the Generals. Individual statistics, K.J. Jones for Lafayette rushing, 1 rush for 41 yards, and that's just about it for them. They really weren't counting on the run. For Henry Clay, Henry Mackey, 5 rushes for 33 yards. Rohan Taylor, 2 rushes for 10 yards. We didn't see much of Mackey in the second quarter. We'll see what happens in the second half. DJ Walker passing 8 for 12, 83 yards, 1 touchdown. As long as it's 30 yards, he was not sacked. So DJ Walker having a darn good game for Lafayette High School. Rohan Taylor for Henry Clay is 5 for 5 for only 29 yards. And he was sacked, hasn't been sacked at all. 15 yards is the longest pass. Receiving, we got Amari leading with 2 catches for 29 yards. One a dazzling one-handed basic catch over top of a receiver. Dennis Hanley has 2 catches for 9 yards, and Giano 1 catch for 30 yards. Jarber has 1 catch for 6. For Henry Clay High School, the Blue Devils, Luke DiNardo has 1 catch for 15 yards. Walton Cole 1 catch for 12 yards. And Bailey has 1, and Hershey has 1. Real quick, we're going to go over the tackles. Nichols for Lafayette.
Been everywhere.
He's everywhere on the field. He has basically 4.5 tackles, but honestly, he's been in on a lot of plays, forcing plays, which is sometimes better than the tackle.
Yeah.
Bobby Lefevre is 3 for 5, and Green has, 2 totals. Tackles, Walden Cole, 2.
Yep. 2.5.
Luke Bailey, 2. Henry Mackey, 2, and
I'm going to take a
Guy has 1.
And the scoring looked like this, 7:35. Christian Giannone, a 30-yard pass from DJ Walker on a 4th down play, 4th and 10. Jackson Grant's kick made it 7-0. 5:38 to go in the first. Nebo Jarbo just stripped the ball away from the ball carrier, went 80 yards for the fumble recovery. Jackson Grant's kick was blocked. It's 13-0. And all the scoring came on field goal kicks from Jackson Grants at 25 yards, 26 yards, and 30 yards. That puts us at this halftime score, 22-0, Coach. And Lafayette and Henry Clay. And thanks to Kenny Bourne of WL Stats, we give great stats here. No, they do it for Lexington Catholic. For some reason, decided not to renew their WL Stats. We don't. Maybe Lloyd to have stats next week.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I was back in coaching, it'd be the first guy I called. I'd take him out to lunch. I'd take him out to Rafferty's for one of those prime rib sandwiches.
Henry Clay will receive the football. Skylar Hershey and Luke Bailey will go back deep to receive the kick from Lafayette. So Henry Clay does get the ball to start this second half. And, Coach, what can they do?
What can they do? That's a good question, Gary. They got to figure out a way to move the football, keep ahead of the chains, and quit making mistakes and penalties and fumbles.
Aiden Starks will kick it off, and he's into it. And the kick is a short kick at the 30. Scooped the flag down. Somebody was offside, I believe, Coach.
Yeah, somebody was a little bit of a hurry to get going on the kicking team. So that'll knock it back 5 yards and re-kick.
They only kicked it to the 35 as it was, and it was scooped up and trying to be returned, but all signed before that happened. And I tell you, Coach, Lafayette and Henry Clay. This rivalry dates back to 1947.
That's I gotta tell you, I was just a twinkle in my dad's eye and my mom's eye about that time.
Were you?
Yep.
So Stark set to kick again back from the 35-yard line for Lafayette. Henry Clay receiving. And Starks set to get into it. And here's the kick. No flags this time. Taken at the and picked up. Dove one there, and that's jumped on the ball. And that was Luke Bailey who jumped on it.
That going offsides hurt Henry Clay, didn't it? They got to re-kick it and kicked it further down the field.
Yep. So they'll start at the 26-yard line. The Blue Devils. Rowan Taylor's been the quarterback for Henry Clay. They've had bright spots at times, Coach, but mainly it's been penalties that have really cost Henry Clay.
It has been.
And the strip fumble.
Yeah, and getting those second and shorts and then getting tackled for loss.
Nick Jones is in the backfield with Taylor. Wide outs to both sides. Taylor looking for the snap. Gives it to Jones. He fumbles it up in the air, and he's hit hard and dropped at the short of the down marker, so they'll lose about 2 yards.
Yeah.
That was ugly from the exchange.
Yeah, the ball popped up in the air, and he was lucky to get it. He juggled the ball and made a super grab of that football, or it could have been disaster.
I tell you, I get the ball to number 6 as much as I can.
Yeah, I would try to find him.
Walden Cole is a sensational player. He's caught – how many balls did he catch in the first half? He had 2 catches for 16 yards.
Yeah.
I think he'll get more than that this half.
I think so, too.
Twins out to the far side for Taylor. Wide out to the bottom. Taylor back to pass. He's got some running room. He's up to the 30, 35, runs out of bounds at 35. He was chased there by A.J. Nicholas, a linebacker.
Yeah, nice job of turning upfield and getting to the sideline. Let's see, is it going to be third and very short? He just almost made it to the sticks, but didn't quite.
Yeah, about a yard short. And there's a pin. And Henry Clay trying to third and about a yard to go. And Taylor.
This is big for them, Gary. They've got to make his first down. Lafayette's loaded the line of scrimmage again.
Baya to the left. Snap. They give to Baya. He's got the first down to the 40-yard line. Good run by Patrick Baya. Got the first down to the 40-yard line.
Nice job, yeah. He stepped out and then cut back inside. Pretty good job blocking
and it
on
was
the line of scrimmage.
Mackay Taylor made the hit for Lafayette.
Again, a good job by the center, Charlie Greening, and J.T. Deaton and Guy.
Henry Clay, 1st and 10. They moved the chains. Nice run by Patrick Baya. He's in the backfield to the right of Taylor. Twins to the near, twins to the far.
Man-to-man across the field.
Taylor, bad snap. He gets it, rolls to the left, running for his life, gets up to the 35, hit at the 38-yard line, and that's Giannone who gets him. Pair of number 9s right there, Coach.
Yeah, pair of 9. Giannone was made a little contact on the sideline, but then good sportsmanship helped him up.
Yep. 2nd down and 12 on a loss of about 2.
That's just a darn shame. They get ahead of the sticks, and then all of a sudden, bam, there they go with a loss.
You're right, Coach. Gary Ball, Coach Mike Meehan. Good working with you again tonight, Coach. Got a great one next Friday, Lloyd and Lexington Catholic.
Making a trip north to your neck of the woods.
And 2nd down and 12. Taylor back in the pocket. Low snap, and he picks it up, rolls to the right, being chased and knocked down, and that's a play turned in by D.J. Jones, the defensive end, there 55.
Yeah, Jones ran him down, got him from behind, got his legs. Getting up kind of slow.
Sure is, and it's going to be 3rd down now and long for the Blue Devils. 10 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Lafayette 22, Henry Clay nothing.
Man, they're going to bring a different quarterback in. 17's coming in the game, Gary.
Okay. And that 17 is – who is that, Coach?
17 is Liam Mars, sophomore.
Leon Mars, 17. And Fumble.
Very
No,
good.
they say through the pass. He was a passing motion, incomplete.
Just it's awful. I mean, they just can't seem to get a break. Bad snaps, a pitch, a pass that bobbled up in the air, a blocked pass there. Then they're back to punting when they had the ball up all about around the 40-yard line.
Christian Giannone is deep for Lafayette.
Ethan Cooper back to punt. Punt is a low kick. It bounces at the 45, 44-yard line and down right there at the 44. Giannone was back deep, but he got no return. So Lafayette gets the ball here in the third quarter, 9 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the third, and 22-0 Lafayette on top, and they've got the ball now.
Cooper is a sophomore, and he's a place kicker and a punter. And honestly, he's got the leg, but he's got his steps messed up. He's only taken a step to punt the ball, left-footed punter. He's got to learn to take that extra step and a half, and he can boot that thing. He's got the power in the leg.
Kevin Murray. Murray splits out to the left. Giannone is to the bottom. And the quarterback is going to run it, and he's hit at the 48-yard line. DJ Walker.
You talk about pressure.
Tackled by Nick Jones.
66, the outside linebacker?
Nick Jones and Guy.
Yeah, Guy, man. He just blew in there like he's on a shot out of a cannon. Hit the quarterback after he handed the ball off, just barely.
2nd down and 7 for Walker. He gives around and immediately dropped in the backfield. And the play was made by Ali Guy.
He is something, I tell you what. Ali Guy's had the game. 6'4", 220-pound senior. From what I've seen, he could play in the next level.
3rd down and 10 now. And K.J. Jones, the running back, is coming in there for Lafayette. Walker is your quarterback, looking over the side now, looking at his running back. Amir is to the top, fakes, and throws it over the right side. Incomplete. He was hit immediately as he dropped threw the football, and that was your guy, Ali Guy.
See, they're not blocking him. He's coming from the edge and just killing them, just coming in there so hard, so fast. Okay, that is the quarterback's responsibility. When you count the numbers, it's just a numbers game, people. You count the numbers. If you don't have enough blockers, it's the quarterback's responsibility to get something going. Either hit a hot receiver or call for a hot, or bring it back over to blocker and change the formation even.
Yep.
But you cannot allow that to happen. You can't allow that guy to come free.
So Bailey back to receive the punt for Henry Clay. Lafayette will punt from his own 30-yard line. High snap, and it's almost blocked, but he gets it off, bounces inside the 20, and Bailey watches it bounce back inside and to the 6-yard line.
Gosh. Another excellent punt, just a superb punt. Again, you got to field those punts one way or another. You got to field them because you can't let those things roll because that happens.
So Henry Clay will be backed up, and they mark it at the 6-yard line. And it's be a 94-yard drive if Henry Clay scores here, Coach. They're down 22-0.
Well, they're not going to do it without a big play. They're going to have to come up with something. They're going to have to come up with at least one big play to get that ball down the field. Lafayette's going to be committed to getting into the backfield and getting after the quarterback and stopping the run. See, they're all squeezed up again, playing man-to-man on receivers and just turning everybody else loose.
And the handoff went to Bea, and he gets up to the short of the line of gain. That's about a yard loss. And you said 17's in a quarterback, right?
He was.
He's still in there, Coach.
He's still in there.
And who was that, 17?
Yeah, 17 for Henry Clay is Liam Mars.
Liam Mars.
Sophomore.
In a quarterback. And kind of looks like a good friend of ours here.
Who?
Jared Lorenzen.
Oh.
except he's a smaller version.
Jaron Rendon's a lot bigger than that, a lot taller. Like Jaron, good man.
That's going to be incomplete. Trying to go down and catch it was Luke Bailey. Liam Mars, and that's going to be incomplete.
It's tough to get when you have a substitute in there for a really good quarterback that you've been playing, somebody who's gotten most of the snaps in the first half. We're taking a look at Rohan Taylor's in the tent down here with the trainer, working on his ankle, it looks like.
Mars is still in the quarterback, and Bayes to his left. Third down and a long 11 for Henry Clay. Mars takes the snap, back to pass, steps up, and he's going to bull up to the 7-yard line, pick up about 3 yards. Be 4th down and 8 now, and the punting situation coming for Henry Clay.
Yep. Now, listen, this always makes you nervous because you've got a guy who's got a good leg to punt, but he is taking that just one step. He's hesitating. That can be a problem back here because remember, punters normally want to be about 15 yards back from the center. And
remember, this guy is a freshman.
Right.
Ethan Cooper.
If you get too far back and step over that back line, then it's a problem. That'd be a safety. So.
High snap over the head of the punter, and that'll be a safety. So that'll be 2 more points for Henry Clay, I believe. Right, Coach?
Right. 2 points, and Lafayette gets 2 points, and they get to receive.
Yeah.
A kick from the 20-yard line.
So it's 24-0 now. Lafayette leading Henry Clay.
Here's an interesting thing: when a team kicks on a safety, they sometimes kick the ball for tee and sometimes they punt. Now, what would you think would be an advantage in that situation?
Punting.
Absolutely. You get the ball high in the air, and your team doesn't have any blocking responsibilities. So they can fly down the field.
Yeah.
Everybody, put your fastest people on the field, and get down there. And if he doesn't call for a fair catch, talk to him. Just talk to him. Ask him about what's going on at home.
Lafayette does not look like a one-win team here tonight.
No, they
look like they should have won maybe 2 or 3 games or more. And Henry Clay, not a bad team either, but they shot themselves in the foot a number of times tonight. And the strip fumble was biggest play. You're only about 3 or 4 plays away from me right in the game if you're Henry Clay.
Yeah, but just no offense, Gary. They just can't seem to get anything going of any substance because they end up with, penalties, like you said. Penalties are killing them.
Yeah. So Henry Clay will kick it. Ethan Cooper will kick it. And he kicks a short one to the near side. And it'd be Amiri who would take a fair catch. That was Kevin Amiri.
Yeah, Amiri said, I think I'll just fall on this ball. I'll just,
So they'll have it at the midfield stripe on this this series here to try to wind the score. 24-0. Lafayette leading Henry Clay.
See, here's what we were talking about, Gary. In the first half, Henry Clay had 7 penalties for 163 yards. Now, that's more than a football field and a half of penalties.
Yeah.
It's hard to make up for that.
Right. Yeah, that's way too many penalties. You say 7 for 163?
Yes. And that was just in the first half alone.
Walker back to pass. And he's collared and knocked down. Number 3 got him there, and that was Nick Jones.
Yeah, that's a nice job just bringing him down. Henry Clay, they're aggressive as heck. I'll tell you that. They're not afraid to hit you.
Yeah, Jones really came from his outside linebacker spot, and he's kind of put a collar tackle on the guy. Just
yeah, he did.
Pull down Walker.
Okay, now look, this Lafayette, I'm sure they're identifying, the people upstairs are identifying their coaches that look out the safeties. They're playing man-to-man. Looks like it's a soft man offense. There's nobody in the middle of the field.
Walker, and he falls down at the 45, and they're making the play was
77 for Henry Clay for sure.
Mongwali.
Yeah, Mingua. Jean-Louis Mingua, a junior.
5 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the third quarter.
This is the down and distance. It's hurt Henry Clay. They can't seem to stop the third and longs.
Walker with Nicholas to his right.
That was upfield. That's a penalty.
Yeah, that should be a penalty. There's a flag. They throw it deep downfield, and that's going to be a catch by a Murray, but it's going to come back because that's going to be the receiver was going upfield too soon, and that's going to be a flag against Lafayette.
Yeah, the receiver that went in motion was thinking it's Canadian football. He started running toward the line of scrimmage before the ball was snapped.
Arena football.
Yeah, would they do that in arena football?
Yeah, you can take off too soon, a couple of receivers. And I saw that a lot with the Horsemen.
Yep.
I like the Horsemen football, Coach.
Yeah, it was good football.
Called holding.
Holding? It was both. They took the biggest penalty, I guess. Yep.
10 yards is being marked off.
You talk about arena football. Our buddy, the head coach over at Tate's Creek, was involved quite a bit.
Jayhawk, Jonathan Hawks, played with the Horsemen, and so did Mike Zuckerman, was the coach of the Horsemen. He coached for a long time, and he worked with W.L. Stantz, I believe, Mike Zuckerman. Kenny Bourne would know. They fired him, got rid of him. Back to pass, Walker throws over, and it's caught over on the far side and dropped immediately. And the catch was made by Isaac Barrow.
Yeah, it looked like number 6 made the tackle.
Yeah, he's everywhere, Walden Cole.
Oh, yeah.
That's about his 8th tackle. He had 6 in the first half. Clock running, 4 minutes, 15 seconds in the third quarter. Lafayette 24, Henry Clay nothing, but Lafayette will be punting the ball to the Blue Devils, and the Blue Devils hoping to get some offense going here in the third quarter.
Now, the first thing to do is catch the punt. Don't let it roll on you.
That just kills you, doesn't it, Coach?
It kills me. It kills a team.
Here's the punt.
Almost blocked.
And it gets away, and it's decent punt. It goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. And it's where the official comes up, mark 31. So 31-yard line. Henry Clay will have the football. 40-yard punt, no return for the Lafayette Generals. And Coach, they're up 24-0. And the big play tonight was one of the 4th and 10. They went it. They got the touchdown to Giannone. And then on the strip recovery, and that was a good play by number 2 of Lafayette, and that was Nemo Jarber, and he took it 80 yards for the fumble recovery.
Eli just took off, yeah. Excellent job.
Mars back in the pocket, fires it, and incomplete. He bounces it up there to Hersey. Skylar Hersey.
We still see the starting quarterback, Rowan Taylor, on the sideline here working with the trainer. He's bouncing around a little bit. I mean, he's still in uniform. Maybe they're going to try to get him back in.
2nd and 10.
So Mars is coming in relief. He's got the running back to his right. 2nd down. Waiting for the snap. And comes back to Mars. Steps up, throws it far side, and it's going to be caught. Is the inbound, and they say yes, complete to the 45-yard line. Nice catch made by Luke DiNardo.
Yeah, Mars put something on that ball that time, too. That was nice. A very good job. Get some confidence in him.
That was about a 14-yard pickup from the 31 to the 45-yard line by Luke DiNardo.
Yeah, and I think the key is to protect him. To protect Mars because
that's the key, Coach. You're right.
He's new back there.
So Mars with triple receivers to the left. Back in the pocket, takes a snap. He steps up, and he is going to be sacked back at the 41-yard line. And the player is down.
He made the tackle, though. The guy's down, number
4.
Number 4. for Lafayette.
Tell us who that is. He's not on my depth chart, Coach.
That's Andrews.
Yeah, he's played quite a bit tonight.
Nasser Andrews, the senior.
Loss of 4.
Nice job.
Loss of 4, second down, 14. Down to 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
You make a good play, and then they have a loss.
So they get Cole Walden Cole out to the top. Mars waiting for the snap. He sends Hersey in motion. Hersey gets the toss, and he ran out of bounds at the 40 by Giannone.
Yeah, just lost yardage on that, too, on a sweep. They just can't turn the corner against this team. Lafayette's playing real well on the edge.
Loss of a couple yards.
2 minutes and 40 seconds in the third quarter. Kentucky and Georgia tomorrow, Coach. Tomorrow night, what do you think?
Boy, I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a fourth quarter game. I think Georgia possibly could pull away in the fourth quarter, but I don't know. It's hard to play down there between the hedges.
Mars fumbles the snap, steps up, throws it down the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended for DiNardo, and he had it for a moment, but as it went down, it looked like the defensive back, Stevens, stripped it away from him.
That wasn't a bad pass. He zipped that ball in there pretty hard. Fumbled the ball, picked it up, put a little zip on it.
So Ethan Cooper's been one of the busiest men on the field tonight because he's the punter for Henry Clay.
And he and the field goal kicker for Lafayette, they're the two busiest people.
Yeah, he kicked 3 field goals in the first half alone. High snap to Cooper, gets it off. As you said, only one step. It bounces at the 35. No return by Taraze Taylor down to the 28-yard line.
He's kicking about 35 yards with one step. I mean, somebody needs to work with him. If he really wants to be a punter, it wouldn't be too difficult to straighten that out.
And he's only a freshman, so they really work with the kid.
Absolutely.
Lafayette 24, Henry Clay nothing. 2:21 to go in the third quarter. High school football continues next Friday night. We'll be up at Erlanger Lloyd. They're one of the undefeated teams in the state of Kentucky. They will play Lexington Catholic, one of the better teams in 3A, number 5 in 3A, and number 7, top 10 battle up at Lloyd next Friday night. We'll make the journey up 75, which is off the Erlanger exit, about an hour away from Lexington.
I'm excited about it, Gary. I really am. Going up in your neck of the woods where you started your career.
At the 30-yard line, Walker fakes, passes, and incomplete. And Murray tried to run before he caught the football.
He's an enigma. He misses. He catches the hard ones and misses the easy ones.
Yep. 2:18. That stops the clock on the incompletion. Lafayette and Henry Clay. How many times have they played, Coach? What's this series? You said it was close. But
yeah.
Ask Kenny Bourne what if he.
What is it? 49 for Lafayette, 47 for Henry Clay with 2 ties.
Wow, doesn't get much better. There's a pass off the back of a defender and almost back to Walker, the quarterback, or threw the ball.
Yeah, boink. It was one of those things where a guy was in the way and it just popped off his head.
So it's 49-47, 2 ties.
That's amazing.
That's a rivalry, Coach.
That is a serious rivalry.
And it dates back to 1947. That's 75 years ago.
That's amazing.
It's 3rd and 10 for Lafayette.
Third down. Walker sends motion to the far side. Fakes it. Throws it over the middle, and it's going to be caught up to the 40-yard line. First down on the catch. 31, Mackay Taylor.
That was a nice pass, Mackay Taylor, sophomore running back. An eligible receiver downfield. We also have a player down for Henry Clay.
Good games coming up on Press Spin. Hey, King, you got any soccer this week? Yeah. Monday we get the regional game, Madison Southern and Lexington Catholic Girls. Madison Southern, Lexington Catholic Girls, Monday night.
We're going to take a break here, Gary. We have a player down in the field.
Okay, go ahead, Coach.
We'll take a little break. We'll be right back here at Henry Clay High School.
Neighbor helping neighbor. At Whitaker Bank, we believe in giving back to our communities. Through our many sponsorships, we help provide our fellow Kentuckians with family-friendly fun and events, and scholarships to help students reach their dreams. We're invested in Kentucky, and more importantly, in you. Whitaker Bank understands our communities and its people because we're from here. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Last round of applause. Jared Vasquez is the injured Blue Devil.
We're back at Henry Clay. Jared Vasquez was the injured player. He's up and walking off. Appears to be okay.
Yeah, very happy about that. Very happy about that. When you get these players that are down like that, immediately the athletic trainers and the doctor physician was out there. So they were out there to take care of him, and seems like he's okay.
Vasquez is a Rover linebacker, 5'10", 165, a senior. Now here's a third down. Third and 15. Back at the 24-yard line for DJ Walker. Takes a snap, rolls to the right, wants to throw it down the middle, and it's going to be caught at the 45-yard line and knocked out, and that's a nice catch there. That's made by Isaac Barrow.
Isaac did an excellent job of getting up and getting that ball. He ran his route past the first down marker. That's hard sometimes to teach kids, but he knew how far he had to go, came back to get the ball. He was covered under and over by defenders, but he still made the catch over top of the
Barrow made a nice catch up to the close to the 45. They gave him the 44. I don't know about the mark, but we'll go with it. First down anyway. Walker gives to Jones to the midfield stripe to the 45. Jones running, cuts it over, and tackle from behind. And it was Hudson Cole who got him from behind at the 36-yard line.
Hudson Cole's all over the place. He's all over the field. You can see a minute and 50 to go in the third quarter.
Nice 20-yard pickup by K.J. Jones, sophomore running back, Coach.
Absolutely. A nice play, nice blocking out there by the offensive line for
Lafayette. Seems to me they're picking up momentum since they got that win a couple of weeks ago. They had a bye week last week. They're picking up a little bit of momentum, and they're going with it.
Yeah, that bye helps them too. Helps them to get their stuff together for this rival game.
DJ Walker with Jones in the backfield. Barrow out to the he's going to tuck it.
Whoa.
35, and good tackle turned in. I tell you, Skylar Hersey came up and upended him at the 35-yard line.
I just saw one of the best double team blocks I've seen. You talk about planting. You put a guy in a roach position on the ground. Just
in what position?
On his back. Roach. Kill a roach. He's laying on his back with his hands and his feet up in the air. That's what it looked like. Put him in the roach position. That was a really good job out there by the left guard and left
the roach
left
position.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's a good analogy. Second down, Walker gives to Jones a 30, 25, and up and knocked down, and that was getting him his Walden Cole. It's either Hudson or Walden coming up with the stop.
Every play. The offensive line and all the blockers for Lafayette are now starting to really open up holes. It's going to be end of the third quarter here, Gary. They're just going to let it run out.
So Lafayette headed to the sideline. Clock running 20 seconds. They're going to let it run down, it looks like.
Yeah, they are.
So Lafayette lets the third quarter run out, and we'll go to the fourth quarter with Lafayette leading Henry Clay 24-0 here at Henry Clay High School. We'll be back on PrepSpin.com after this timeout, brought to you by Mingua Beef Jerky.
Neighbor helping neighbor. At Whitaker Bank, we believe in giving back to our communities. Through our many sponsorships, we help provide our fellow Kentuckians with family-friendly fun and events, and scholarships to help students reach their dreams. We know you need banking to be fast and easy. We help with personalized services like mobile deposit. Get the app today and snap, deposit. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky.
Back at Lexington, Henry Clay, we're Lexington at Lafayette. The Generals on top 24-0, and Coach has a third quarter stats.
Wow, this is awful. Lafayette has 24 first downs. Henry Clay has not made a first down in this game. They've gotten close a couple times, and every time they do, they end up going back. We start this 18 rushes for 80 yards for Lafayette.
Yeah, they got 8 first downs, Coach.
Oh, I'm sorry. 8. No?
Yeah. That's first downs.
Yeah, okay. 13, yeah, thank you, Gary. I hard trouble seeing this thing. 13, 8 first downs for Henry Clay, 13 for Lafayette.
Loss of about 3 for Jones, a ball carrier, as the fourth quarter starts.
You talk about Cole, Coach, Gary. Walden Cole, 8 tackles. 8 tackles tonight.
How many for Hudson?
Hudson Cole has him down for 3.
Okay.
But, again, he's been on a lot of plays forcing the action.
Second down to 13 at the 27-yard line. DJ Walker at quarterback. He's gone the distance. Gets the throws right, throws it, and it's caught. And Giannone, and he's knocked backwards. Football comes out, and Henry Clay pounces on it. Henry Clay's got it at the 20. Lafayette says they got it back. I thought Henry Clay pounced on the ball. Waiting to see. Got no call yet. And they're going to say Henry Clay football. Henry Clay. Now they say Lafayette football.
They're having a little discussion out there.
The official pointed toward Henry Clay. Now he's pointing toward Lafayette.
Lafayette must have recovered that.
Looked like Henry Clay pounced on it to me.
Looked like they were the first ones there for sure.
Ball must have scored it out.
Gary, I'm really impressed with DJ Walker tonight.
He's
14 for 29 attempts, 1 interception, 188 yards and a touchdown. Really good game of controlling the ball game. Taylor 6 for 8 with 1 interception for 33 yards.
24-0 Lafayette.
14 for the Generals.
10 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the ball game. DJ Walker, he's got a full set, throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was Giannone, and he's upended and flipped over, and he gets up and talks to some of the Henry Clay defenders saying that was a little bit too much. The ball was way over my head.
He said, that was a little too much, but I can take it. I jumped right up. Yeah, Amari has, Amari has.
Kevin Amuri.
Amuri, yeah, 4 for 93 yards, 52-yard long. Donardo, 2 catches for 29 yards for Henry Clay.
DJ Walker in the fourth down at about 13, 14 yards. Walker with trip set to the near side. He's got Amuri over there. Walker back to pass, throws it, and it's intercepted. Picked off, returned to the 30-yard line, still running up to the 40-yard line. It's picked off by Hudson Cole, returns it up to the 40-yard line.
Man, Cole does everything. I'm telling you what, he's involved in just about every play.
Hudson Cole with a bright spot for Henry Clay with the defensive interception up to the 40. They give him the 41-yard line. That's where Henry Clay would have the football, and they're down by 24 points with 10:14 to go.
24 points. It's a hard way to come back, but they just need to do something.
Yeah,
they have to get something going.
Luke DiNardo splits out to the right with Luke Bailey. In the backfield is Jones. And the pass is going to be downfield, tipped and incomplete. Mars he tried to go deep down to Walden Cole, and he jumped up, tipped the ball, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, two receivers in the same zone there. It looked like it was supposed to be a little takeoff pattern out and up, but both receivers ended up in the same area. That doesn't help because the defenders are drawn together too. So,
Demetrius Gay, the Henry Clay Blue Devils head coach, joined us on our preseason coaches show, and he's a very enthusiastic guy, and he was very optimistic about his football team. They haven't caught very many breaks this year, Coach.
No, not at all.
Lafayette the same way. 10:09 to play. Mars is out of the shotgun with Jones to his right, and he's going to break the tackle. He's up to the 40, hit hard and dropped near the midfield stripe, about a yard or two shy of the first down. Is coming up there to hit him was Kels Garrett.
Nice job of running the football. Mars turned upfield and decided to take it himself and did a really good job. Now they're in that 3rd and short again. This is where they want to be. They've had trouble on 2nd down all the game long, but now they're 3rd and short. Get the first down and take it from there. You might as well go for it on 4th down.
And Mars has been in the quarterback for a little bit for Rowan Taylor because Taylor went out with an injury, right, Coach?
Right. Ankle injury, it looked like. He's sitting on the sideline here.
Jones shifts to the right of Mars. This is bad snap through his legs, goes back, and it's going to be scooped up, and Henry Clay's got the ball, and there's going to be a flag because of a horse collar tackle, and that's going to be on Luke DiNardo. He got the ball, and he tried to run, then he was horse collared or face mask. Could be the one. Let's see what the referee calls. And you mentioned our referees in the game, Coach. They're doing a great job tonight.
Yeah, they really are. The head referee, the white hat, is Larry Corey.
Personal foul.
Yeah, face mask. So it'll be a first down, automatic first down, right, Coach?
That's it. No, I'm not sure. This is high school football. Yeah, I think it's just a penalty.
Just real quick, big shout out to Lily Simpson over there at Lafayette. She hit that big goal against Dunbar the other night. She's going to be on the Scholastic Ball Report in a couple weeks.
Okay. Is she watching?
She is watching.
Shout out to Lily Simpson. It's a big shot for Lafayette, and she's going to be on the Scholastic Ball Report next week.
The goal against Dunbar. I remember reading about that.
So 3rd down and about 8 yards to go. There's Mars. Breaks it. He's going to be sacked and pulled down by DJ Jones.
Yeah, I think that was a run. It doesn't look like, he was even thinking about passing the ball. He tried to get upfield right away. But, again, the penetration by Lafayette, way too much penetration. 8 minutes and 48 seconds. Again, the 3rd down killed him, Gary. It was 3rd and short, and then a bad snap rolled between the quarterback's legs, and big-time problems for Henry Clay. They have lots of things to work on. Lafayette is going to be back. They'll probably drop everybody back out of there. Linebackers are deeper.
Cooper will punt to Lafayette once again.
No, I think they're going for it. Yep.
There's Mars back. Throws it down the right side. Intercepted. That's as good as a punt. And he takes it. It's going to be knocked down right to 30-some-yard line. And let's see. And that is Jackson Stevens with the interception.
Oh, boy, you're right. That's probably just as good as a punt.
That's as good as a bunt. I mean, I don't think Mars is a punter, but might as well have been on that pass. 8:10 to go, Coach. That's all that remains. 8 minutes, 10 seconds. It's 24-0. Lafayette in total command of this game. You're right. Henry Clay just darn enough bullets in that gun to keep shooting themselves in the foot, Coach.
Absolutely, each time, yeah. That they just can't get ahead of the sticks. I mean, they're just constantly.
There's some talent on this defense, no doubt about it.
Oh, I think so, too.
Some talent on their offense.
And they'll hit you. I mean, there's no question about that. Henry Clay's aggressive. They will go after it.
Lafayette trying to win their second ball game in a row. Quarterback DJ Walker, the 32, sends a mirror, and there's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, delay a game. I wonder what was going on. It took them all day to get up there to make the call.
So delay of game.
Yeah, delay of game. Yeah, so.
Douglas leads Madison Central 44-7 at halftime. So that's a running clock at halftime, right?
That's right.
Madison Central really struggling. They lost Brady Hensley, and they've really struggled this year.
Well, their loss was Christian's gain.
There's a give, run it up to the 45, and it's going to be up to the 48-yard line, and that was K.J. Jones, a ball carrier.
Nice game by Jones. 14-yard gain.
How many yards did Jones have at the end of the third quarter? Yardage for Lafayette. 96 yards for Jones now.
96 yards.
Approaching that century mark. It's what if you're running back, you always look for of course, in the case of the running back for Kentucky, had 280 last week.
Yeah, wasn't that something? Come on, man.
And four touchdowns.
I know. What a game.
The kid transfer from Vanderbilt.
You think George is not going to try to jump
They'll
all
try
over
to
that?
shut him down. That means Lurie needs to have a good game. Walker gives to Jones up to the 50 and ran out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Hustling over there is number 48. Let's get a number 48 for Henry Clay, Coach.
Yeah, number 48 is Connor McKee. McNee. A junior, big kid. Connor McNee, 6'2", 165. Nice, tall young man.
Second down and 6.
7 minutes, 23 seconds, and clock stopped.
Yeah, because it ran out of bounds. Walker, pass over the middle of Murray. Murray down to the 39.
No,
First down.
Did
he drop it when he went down? I thought he caught the ball. Yeah, he did. He caught the ball, Coach.
He must have dropped it when he got in the ground. I saw the ball come out.
Yeah, but he was already down at that point, I guess. First down to the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. Lafayette, and just 7:05 to go. And stay tuned. Immediately followed, we'll have the WL stats, wrap things up here, and talk about the Scholastic Ball Report Sunday at noon on the CW.
And we'll talk a little bit about next week, too, so you keep up with Prep Spin.
Fake and Walker down to the 30-yard line. Slides down there.
He's having an excellent game, Walker is. Excellent game.
Mingua made the stop. At least, well, he slid down, so I guess, do you give anybody the tackle when the quarterback slides down?
Yeah, you give whoever touches him.
So Mingua got the tackle. 6 minutes, 22 seconds to go. Lafayette and Henry Clay. Handoff goes to Jones, and he's hit immediately. Mingua makes a stop.
Yeah, put the stop to him right there. Nice job by him. Mingua, nice job.
Flag down. Holding against the Lafayette Generals.
It'll back him up. That'll give him 2nd and long. Henry Clay's defense, you look at the score 24-0, and you can actually say that Henry Clay's defense has played pretty well.
Yes.
Spot,
yeah, I still say the 3 field goals were big for Lafayette, but also I'll say the strip fumble recovery and that was by Jarber. That's probably been the play of the game.
Yeah, you're right.
Kind of turned the tide. Now they move back to the 41-yard line.
15 of the 24 points were just on big plays.
Yes, sir. I mean, it's really much closer ball game than the score. Yeah. And 3 field goals in the first half, and they were made from different distances by Jackson Martz. Rolling to the left, Walker sets, throws, and it's intercepted, and it's picked off by Walden Cole. Returns to the 40 and then slammed out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Walden Cole with the pick.
Walden Cole has had a busy, busy night for Henry Clay. He's made several big plays to try to give Henry Clay's offense an opportunity. We just haven't had maybe it hurt by losing the number 1 quarterback for a while there. But, we've seen some pretty good plays by Mars too. But just can't seem to get that 3rd and long or 3rd and short.
Woodford County 28, Collins 7. Mars fumbles a snap, and he's going to be sacked back at the 43-yard line. We gave that score, William. Yeah, Douglas up big.
I think Bryan Station was up.
Yeah, Bryan Station was up big. We have only 5 minutes, 20 seconds to go in this football game. It's been a lot of snaps coming back to the quarterbacks have been low, high, and every which way but loose.
Low, high, and very high, for sure.
38-yard line. Mars out of the shotgun. Charlie Green is their center, sophomore. Snap back, Mars. He's going to be hit and dropped at the 30-yard line, and that play, Andrews made the hit, safety, backup safety, not a starter.
Nasser Andrews, I think they turned him loose. He came from deep just on a blitz, timed the snap. Just a super, super effort.
3rd down and long for Clay at the 30-yard line with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the ball game. 24-0, Lafayette over Henry Clay. Next Friday, it'll be a big 3A battle. Lexington Catholic will go up to Erlanger Lloyd, take on the undefeated Juggernauts. Back to pass, Mars, and it's intercepted and taken down to the 30. And it's going to be Jackson Stevens with the interception, and the pick 6 for Lafayette makes it 30-0.
Just an errant throw. He threw into the coverage, and the receiver wasn't prepared.
But Stevens was ready.
Yeah, Stevens was ready. He just jumped the ball, and that's a high school memory that he'll never forget against the rival team. Just intercepting that ball and running in for a touchdown. How far was that interception return? 42 yards.
42-yard pick 6 for Jackson Stevens. They're going for 2. And he goes right side, and he's going to be pulled down.
Number 12,
Isaiah Hammonds was pulled down. So 3:52 to go in the ball game. Lafayette now leading on the pick 6 by Jackson Stevens, 42 yards. They lead 30-0. We'll be back on the Mingua Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week at Henry Clay.
High school sports have evolved thanks to Prep Spin. Tonight, catch all the hard-hitting action live and in real time as the game happens in 1080p HD video. Join us tonight for the Mingua Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week with the legend, Gary Ball, Coach Mike Meehan, and the king of stream, William Moorfield. Nobody does high school football like Prep Spin does. The Mingua Beef Jerky High School Game of the Week comes your way now.
Aiden Stark is set to kick off for Lafayette. They lead at 30-0. And latest scoring was from defensive back Jackson Stevens, picked off a Mars pass, went 42 yards untouched.
That's a dream come true for a high school kid. They have that clear shot at the ball, jump the receiver, jump it, and take off down the field. Nobody touched him.
Aiden Stark kicks off for Lafayette. There's the kick, and taken at the 25. Returned up to the 40-yard line. Still running midfield, down to the 40, down to 35-yard line. Nice run by Isaiah McQueen.
Yeah, nice, exciting kickoff return. Get something going, have some excitement on the Blue Devil sideline.
Yeah, there. McQueen with a nice return. Almost took it to the house, Coach.
Almost.
McQueen, sophomore. They said he stepped down at the 40. I thought he got down to the, that first down marker is going down to 35.
Yeah, it looked like he was at 35 to me, too. I don't know.
So they marked it at the 41-yard line. I guess he stepped out of bounds.
I thought he was going all the way.
I guess he stepped out of bounds at the 41. They split Bailey out to the top. And Walden goes to the near side. Under center, Mars, and he fumbles the snap and falls on the batter, so it doesn't matter if he's out of the shotgun or under the center. He's going
to. They're definitely having exchange problems, whether it's shotgun or under center. Again, Mars may have not worked a lot with this center during the week in practice. Lafayette, of course, had 2 weeks.
Nick Jones is the running back for Mars, and
There's another one.
gives it to Jones. He fumbled the snap and turned around and gave it to Nick Jones, and by that time, Jones was covered up.
Yeah, this is I don't know what to say. I'm just
flabbergasted.
I am. I really am.
2:57 to go.
Basic fundamentals. They're struggling with certain fundamentals, and then penalties, too, have hurt them. So, although they have cleaned the penalties up in the second half.
They have, because they had 7 penalties for 163 yards in the first half. They've cleaned those up quite a bit here in the second half.
They have, yes.
Just pick six by Lafayette Stevens.
That was a good snap.
There's Mars, and he's going to be sacked and pulled down. And it was number 10 that got in there, Coach.
Yeah,
number 10 for Lafayette.
Number 10 for Lafayette is Felix Brady. There's a flag on that play, though. Maybe he was a little too quick.
Yep, it's going to be against Lafayette.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct was the call by the White Hat. So that is not going to make Coach Lawson very happy.
Well, he's got a 30-0 lead, so the score makes him happy.
Yeah, it is. But, boy, I know John, and he's been around a while, and he is a disciplinarian. He's a really good coach, a good gentleman, and I'm sure he doesn't like that stuff at all.
Lafayette has come into Henry Clay when they have a 30-0 lead. Lafayette General's on top, and Henry Clay trying to score here on a 4th down and 4 here at the 35-yard line. Mars with Jones in the backfield with him. Waiting for the snap. Mars, and he's hit, and he's going to be sacked back at the 44-yard line.
There's nothing he can do. I mean, they're in there before he gets the ball.
And for some reason, they stopped the clock, I guess, to move the chains.
Yeah.
Taking over on downs. Lafayette now just can run this clock out, Coach, and head on with the victory. And it's 30-0 right now. And check out the Scholastic Ball Report. That's Sunday at noon on CWKYT. Dennis Johnson and the Woodford County Jackets are on, along with Lucy Moore and Brody Coleman from Cross Country Running, a scholar from Madison Central.
Woodford County's going to challenge for that state championship this year.
Yes, Woodford County is a good ball club. 17's in for Lafayette.
Yeah, Dameron, Braden Dameron.
Dameron in at quarterback. Let me see the roster, Coach.
Lafayette?
Yeah. Yeah, 17, Braden Dameron. He's 5'9", 5'10" sophomore.
That's good.
Dameron.
Sophomore in there.
Yep. Just a minute 40 to go in the ball game. 2nd down and 6. He has Jones with him in the backfield. Well, we were given Rance Payton as a backup quarterback. We haven't seen him tonight.
No.
This is Dameron. Takes a snap, gives now to Jones, up to the midfield stripe, down to the 40, and out of the 38-yard line. That's a nice run there by K.J. Jones.
Nice job. The hole opened up quickly, and he made that little bounce to the outside. Did a nice job.
Trey Webb, the backup linebacker, made the play for Henry Clay to knock him out of bounds. Minute 13, there's a player down. Shaken up, that's Mekhi Taylor, 31.
Hobbling off a little bit. Right leg injury of some kind, or ankle maybe.
Just 73 seconds to go in the ball game, 30-0. Lafayette, this score really, just only been about 3 or 4 key plays, Coach.
Yeah, it's Henry Clay's just inability to get those first downs has caused quite a bit of problem. That 3rd and shorts end up to be 4th and 15s, and penalties and mistakes, bad center snaps, quarterback mishandling the ball. They're going to put their knee down, Coach Gary.
Victory formation. Dameron takes a snap, goes down on his knee.
It's 24. That was funny. 24 for Lafayette, 24.
That's Fisher Tussey.
Tussey, he's playing at the end position. He took steps back and put his knee down, too. He said, all right, if we're going to surrender, I want to surrender, too.
54 seconds to go, and Lafayette's going to win this game 30-0 over Henry Clay. Join us next Friday night. Erlanger Lloyd up at Lloyd will take on Lexington Catholic. Both teams ranked in the top 10 in 3A.
I'm excited about that game. I really am. I think it'll be a great trip for us, an opportunity to have Prep Spin go a little north.
There's a knee, and Lafayette will run the clock out. And Lafayette advances, that wins this game 30-0 over Henry Clay. They win their 2nd consecutive game for the Lafayette Generals, and over Henry Clay, 30-0.
Yeah, Henry Clay has a long way to go, but they have a lot of work to do, and there's a lot of these mistakes that they made they can correct. So they need to just really, really work on some things, try to get the center snaps down, cut the penalties down, make sure you look at the films and make sure you see what's happening with the penalties and take care of that.
Yeah. So final Lafayette 30, Henry Clay nothing. We'll be back to wrap things up here at Henry Clay. Lafayette gets the win 30-0 here on the Mingua Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week. We'll be back after this timeout.
Henry Clay will be back in action. It's the last home game of the year here at Paul Heber Stadium.
Have some Mingua.
This is a Mingua moment.
And we're back here to wrap it up. Lafayette over Henry Clay, 30-0. Coach, you got the final stats. Give us the final stats here very quickly.
Very quickly, we'll look at the team stats first. Rushing yardage, 129 yards rushing by Lafayette, 8 yards rushing by Henry Clay. Passing attempts and completions, 35 passes, 16 completions, and 3 interceptions for Lafayette, 16 passes, 7 and 3 for Henry Clay. Look at rushing. KJ Jones, very impressed with him, Gary. Very impressed with him. I like quarterbacks. I like his feet. I like his leadership out there. Throws a good ball. KJ Jones had
121 yards.
127 yards gained rushing. DJ Walker, very impressed with him. Very impressed with him too. Passing 16 for 34 with 3 interceptions, but 196 yards passing with a touchdown. Rohan Taylor passing 6-8, 1. Then Liam Mars came in. It was 1 for 8. Receiving, Amori, we liked him. 5 catches for 102 yards. Dropped a couple, would maybe double that yardage. He could have. And then Giano, 2 for 29. Jarber, 2 for 25. Barrow, 2 for 23. Receiving for Henry Clay, Luke DiNardo had 2 catches for 29 yards. Cole, 2 for 16. Let's jump right down to tackles, boy. I tell you what, Cole, 9 tackles and 4 assists. That's pretty darn good night for him. He seemed to be everywhere on the field.
Yep.
And then Nichols, again, was the leading tackle with 8.5 for Lafayette.
And I'll wrap up the scoring. We'll wrap it up here from Henry Clay. The scoring started Christian Giannone, a 30-yard touchdown pass from Walker. Then Jackson Grants made it 7-0. Nemo Jarber came back with a strip fumble recovery for 80 yards, took it to the house. The kick was blocked. Then Jackson Grants kicked 3 straight field goals. Kicked one of 26 yards, one of 25 yards, one of 30. And then Lafayette got a safety. And then the final scoring was Jackson Stevens with the 42-yard interception to the house on a pick 6. The final was Lafayette 30, Henry Clay nothing.
Yeah, Lafayette doesn't look like a 2-win team now. I mean, they seem to have everything together. They just need to work on a few things, I think.
Yeah.
Henry Clay has a long way to go, but I'm sure that Demetrius Gay will get these guys together and straighten out the mistakes, and they'll have their day.
Yeah. Well, we want to thank WL Stats and Kenny Bourne for our stats tonight, and for Coach Mike Meehan. This is Gary Ball for the King of Stream, William Warfield and Joe Allen. Final score, Lafayette 30, Henry Clay nothing. So long from Prep Spin.